This some bullshit, man. This some straight bullshit, bro. This some bullshit right here, man. Flat out, man. Flat out, bro. How we let them come back and beat us, man? Hey, chat. How do we let the Aces come back and beat us? Let me let some people get off in here, man. This some bullshit, bro. This some bullshit. I knew we had this game. I knew we had this game won right here, bro. I all but knew. I had money on the game and everything. Boston was cooking Asia Wilson at the beginning of the game. Cooking Asia Wilson at the beginning of the game. Man, why they stop going to her? Why they stop going to her? The Indiana Fever do not know how to close games, man. They do not know how to close games, bro. You know what I'm saying? I said this when I was over there on Drizzy Chat and Keep the Vision. Man, they going to show up to work, man. Ain't going to be no balls in there, bro. Y'all running, bro. Y'all get too tired. Y'all out there windy. Y'all getting tired. We ain't doing no basketballs today, bro. Y'all running, man. Just take off running. For how long? Until I tell you to stop. Just take off running, bro. Y'all be out here getting gassed and all that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, chat, can y'all hear me in the chat all right? Everybody can hear me? Rotations were wild today. Yeah, man, I don't know what the hell going on over here, bro. We had this game in the bag. Every time we go up by some points, especially in the first half, we go up by some points. They allow one of these girls to come down here and hit a three and close the gap. Every single time, bro. Every time down the floor, man. Caitlin is playing like shit, man. These last two games, she keep playing sloppy and low energy in the second half. Yeah, bro, she ain't shooting good, bro. She on a shooter slump right now. She still had down there 13, 14 assists or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna cape for Caitlin, bro. She ain't been having the game. She ain't been the Caitlin, you know what I'm saying, that we used to seeing. I can tell you that much. Trash coach is why we lost. Get her out of here. And the old vet she brought in with her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I don't know what Howard throw our whole rhythm off, it seemed like, bro. Howard throws our whole rhythm off, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me pull up these stats, man. Let me pull up the stats. Let me pull up these stats, man. Man, Caitlin had like, what, 13 assists or something like that? Let me pull up these stats, bro. This don't make no sense, man. This don't make no sense, bro. Flat out, man. Let me pull up these stats. This crazy, man. This crazy, man. Boston was cooking Asia Wilson, man. Cooking Asia Wilson. Hey, man, I think it's time for us to have a conversation, bro. Hey, chat, I think it's time for us to have a conversation, man. Fee might be the best in the league, bro. Fee might be the best in the league, bro, because I seen Asia Wilson. I don't know. Hey, I know it's one game. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I've been watching Fee, bro. She be getting busy, man. And a couple of them called, and that last call they did right there, when they called it on Boston, bro, that girl was moving and shit. That girl was moving, man. How y'all call that dumb shit? Let me see. It's crazy, man. Look at these stats. Let's look at these stats, man. Look at this right here. Natasha Howard, she has 7 points. You know what I'm saying? She was a +2, though. Leah Boston, 26. Kelsey Mitchell had 20. Man, Leah Boston was getting busy, bro. She had 26 points, 10 rebounds. She had a double-double, 3 assists. You know what I mean? She had a double-double. You know what I'm saying? Kelsey Mitchell had a bank day. She had 20. She had a dub. Lexi had 7. Sophie didn't even score today, did she? Brianna Turner. Hey, another thing, Brianna Turner. What is she doing in the ball game in the first quarter? Was the first quarter or second quarter? Man, the first half. You know what I'm saying? Caitlin Clark, she had 19. She was a -15. 8 turnovers, Caitlin. I didn't even know you had that many. 8 turnovers, 2 steals, 10 assists, 3 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? She was 1 for 10 for 3-point shooting. Hey, Caitlin Clark, man, she been in the shooter slump. I ain't gonna even lie to you. This is hard to watch. Yeah, it's hard to watch, man. I'm tired of them losing, bro. We supposed to beat the Aces. We're supposed to beat them. Howard need out the game. Howard, man, I don't want to blame the loss on her, But yeah, she need to get up out of here, man. We not using running anymore. Now it's trash coach, slow things down all the time. We were running at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? We was running at the beginning. You know what I mean? Runner stood. Kaylin had 19 points, 11 assists. I think she had 10 assists, but that's cool. I think she had what Kaylin had. Yeah, she had 10 assists. Unless she got another at the end of the game or something like that. She had 10 assists. Kick. White mission was to break CC and F this team up, sold us a polar shit from the beginning. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? But even with her, bro, we're supposed to win this game, man. I don't understand why they not playing Timpson. Can anybody in the chat tell me what did she do? What did Timpson do that she can't even get in the game? We bring in Turner. Like, what did she do? Like, did she do something wrong or like what? Like, is something I don't know about? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Boston was supposed to have like 35 points today. We were supposed to keep feeding her in the post. She was eating, man. She was cooking. She was eating. She was cooking Asia Wilson. Howard kills us, period. She don't fit our style of basketball, man. She just don't, bro. She did hit a clutch. It wasn't clutch. She hit a 3 today, but she do not fit our style of basketball. Howard do not fit our style of basketball. Flat out, bro. Flat out. We have no bench, so no rest. Yeah, man, like, we got a bench. They can play Timpson. Shit, at least give her a shot. You know what I mean? This don't make no sense, bro. What are we, like 7-6 now? Bro, we losing these games. We supposed to win, junkie. Why does CC keep jacking up threes? Hey, bro, I gotta ride the train I came in with. You know what I'm saying? That's what she do. That's her game. I think her shot selection should probably change, but I ain't gonna tell her to stop shooting threes. That's what she do, bro. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. I live with it. I gotta die with it. You know what I'm saying? But every time she have a bad shooting night, like she still be having 10, 11 assists. You know, so she ain't shooting us out the game. This game right here, we should have won, bro. The link is in the chat. Anybody want to pull up? This game right here, we should have won. Flat out, man. Flat out. Flat out, man. This game right here, we should have won. You know what I'm saying? What Asia end up with? Let me see what Asia had. Asia had 24 points. 24 points. Kelsey had 18. Jewel Lloyd had 10. Jackie Young had 19. You know what I'm saying? That was in the second half, though. Asia was getting cooked in the first half, man. Man, she was getting cooked in the first half. They went away from that shit. What else? Man, they went away from that shit. This some bullshit, bro. Some bullshit. I knew Russ would give it to the Aces at the end, so they win. At the end, they was calling some bullshit. What's her girl name? Was that Jackie Young? Man, that girl was moving. How you call the foul on Boston? That's a moving screen, bro. That's a moving screen. How the referee come back and say overturns unsuccessful? Man, challenge unsuccessful, bro. Listen, man. And in that last call, when they called that and one, Asia Wilson, Boston didn't even touch her. She didn't even touch her. Didn't even touch her. Like what the hell, bro? Didn't even touch that girl, man. Just driving this week went away from everything that was working in the first time, walked the ball up the floor, second half time. Yeah, man. We were cooking in the first half. Cooking. I seen Caitlin Clark getting tired. Hey, man, they need to run. They get in shape. Hey, when they show up to practice on Monday, whenever, start running, man. Just start running. We got to get y'all in shape. We got to get y'all in shape. No, she doing something. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? What up, man?
Yo.
What up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, man. What happened to this team, man? What we
I
got
don't know,
going
man.
on?
They've been getting their ass busted. That's what's been happening. That's what's going on with this team.
Man,
You know what I mean?
I think
They don't know how to.
my bad, go ahead.
They don't know how to close out games, man.
Yeah.
They don't know how to close out games.
Yeah, it like to me something off with Caitlyn, man. She just don't look right. I don't know what's going on. She's sick, something, but I don't want to make no excuses for her because I hate when people do that. But something just ain't right, man. I think Steph White clamping down on her style, and they might have to bench Howard, man. Try to go small a little bit more.
Yeah, man.
Put
Howard don't fit our system,
Yeah,
man.
she do not fit, man. She just look off. Like I don't know, man. She just don't fit the team to me.
She don't, man. You know what I'm saying? She don't fit the team at all. You know what I'm
And
saying?
I
We need to get rid of
yeah,
her, bro.
yeah. And I told people when she made that MVP comment, I said, "Oh man, this is about to be bad," because her mindset already all messed up.
Yeah, man, this some bullshit, bro. I don't mind losing, bro, because you're gonna lose some games. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna lose some games. I ain't tripping off that. Bro, but I don't like losing games. We should have won. The Fever have to know you gonna get everybody's best, man. You know what I'm saying? When
Right.
they play you, they know they on TV. They know if I check Caitlyn, I'm gonna be on ESPN today. All that, bro. You get everybody best, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come out here and do this shit. We always win almost the first half, first quarter. Then we just like I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's we fought Christy Sides for what, man? For this? Oh hell no.
Hey man,
This ain't
hashtag
nothing.
bring sides back, man. I don't give a damn.
Bring
Hashtag bring sides back, bro.
where Coach Sides at?
Second half
Oh
of the season
no.
sides. Second half of the season sides. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know
for sure.
I noticed something
Yep.
too, man. It seems like every time Caitlin Clark go on get some rest a couple games, she come back, she be bombing. She be bombs away, bro. You know when she was out, for the All-Star, the Olympics, she came back second half of the season bombing. She go out for some with an injury, come back first game bombing. Bro, is
Right.
they not in shape or what the hell going on, man?
Nah, I just think Steph White got him in there. She all in their head, man. Got him guessing. I don't know, man. It just something really off, bro. This shit hard to watch now, bro. Even with Caitlin Clark, it's hard to watch.
Yeah, I ain't lying to
And
you, but I ain't lying. You
and
ain't lying, bro.
and last year, man, even win or lose, they was fun to watch. You left
Yeah.
that game like entertained, like oh shit, that was some good basketball. But I don't know, bro.
Yeah, but the reason it's not entertaining, probably, bro, is because Caitlyn ain't launching bombs. She ain't making them, bro. She has some good
Yes.
looks today too. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
bro, when you have a star player like Caitlyn Clark, it is the coach's job, bro, to put her in positions to get easy buckets. Everything
Exactly.
Caitlyn Clark get, bro, she got to work extremely hard for it. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
Go ahead, bro. My
wait,
bad.
wait till the post game press conference. I guarantee you what Stephanie White gonna be talking about. Physicality, physicality. Man, this ain't no football team, man. You gotta get them to play better. That's it.
Man,
Just stop with all the bull, man. Like it's always something. There's always something. There's this. It's always physicality to her. I think she wants them to play like the Connecticut Sun from last year, but they don't. That's not their style. You know,
man, we
like
don't got that's not our style. We
yeah,
don't got that's why she
we
wanted to
don't.
bring in them old ass players, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Mama seemed like she gone already. I don't know what's going on with her. I heard she asked for a trade. I don't know if that's true or I don't know. I heard she asked for a trade. I don't know what's going on with her. You know what I'm saying? Then Stephanie White,
Yeah.
check this out, bro. Either you in or you out. I understand you got
That's
family stuff
thank
going
you.
on. You got family
That's what
stuff
I'm
going
saying.
on. And if that's important, I heard it was her mother-in-law was sick or something. I don't got nothing to say. Hope she get well or whatever the case is. But take the rest of
Nah.
the year off, bro. Don't be coming in and
Mm-mm.
out, in and out. Hell no,
You
man.
hey, you all the way right with that, bruh. I was arguing it. I was in one of the Fevers group chats, and they was going at me because I'm like, yo, you just can't be missing games. You're not even explaining to the fans why you out. You all personal reasons, personal reasons.
Nah, but
What?
I heard her mother-in-law was dying or something like that. I don't know if that's true,
I
bro.
mean,
Don't quote me. That's what the chat told me yesterday. You know what I'm
but
saying? So I
see,
know that's serious. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk about that. But if
I
that's the
look,
case, bro, just take a leave of absence or something or go take the rest of the year like off. You know what I'm saying? Like so we can try, bro. They came out with all this shit at the beginning of the year. Now you know it's our time. Every game is a home game. It seems like every game
yeah,
y'all getting y'all ass whooped, bro.
yep, yep,
Like, and the Aces ain't even been playing good ball. But when you play against the Fever, you gonna get everybody best, man.
yep.
You know what I mean? You
That's
gonna be
what
on
it
national
is.
TV, bro. You know what I'm saying? He say refs. What they say? I heard a lot of people say refs rigged the game. You know what I'm saying? Whether the refs rigged the game,
Nah,
they should have won this game. Now, a couple of them calls at the end was some bullshit, man. With some
yeah.
straight bullshit, bro.
But
You know,
I'm tired of hearing about the refs, man. I'm tired of hearing about that. They just gotta play better, bro.
they
That's just
gotta
what
they
it
gotta
is.
play better,
They
man.
gotta play better. They gotta look smoother out there, man. It looked like a straight struggle for them to even get baskets. I don't know, man.
Hey, I
I
don't come
don't
to
know,
the
man.
conclusion. I don't can't. Hey, chat. Hey, Breezy in chat. I don't come to the
Yo,
conclusion we cannot win a game if Caitlin Clark have an off shooting night. She have to be on.
mm-hmm.
I asked the chat this yesterday. Caitlin Clark have to average 25 points a game in order for the Fever to be successful, bro. If Caitlin
Yeah,
Clark don't have 25 in a game, bro, we losing. We
that's
losing.
what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like.
We can't win. I don't give a fuck if she have 30 assists. We losing. We losing. You know what I'm saying? Flat out, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They
yeah,
said
man.
the Fever is not a contending team for a championship. Not playing like this.
Yeah.
They
Hell, hell
not
no, they
playing like
not.
yeah. And then hey, you want to bring in Turner? Hey, bro, chat. What is up with Turner? Like what's going on, bro?
Yeah.
I don't
Why
understand
is
what's
she
going on.
playing? Why is she getting any minutes, bro?
Why is she in the first half? Why we ain't seen Timpson, bro? Like it got to be something that I don't know about, man. It got to be
Yeah,
something I
yeah.
don't know about, bro. I don't know
I
what it
think
is. You know what I mean?
I think Timpson could have guarded Wilson better than Turner was, but you know,
Yeah, Boston had Asia Wilson checked up at the beginning of the game. She had her checked up and she was busting her up, bro.
right.
Checked up and busting her up. You know what I'm saying? He said,
Yeah, but
"Course, what do you think? What do you do with this team right now? What I do with this team right now is I have them show up to practice on Monday and won't be no balls in the gym. The rims will be up. You know what I'm saying? It'll just be an open court. Hey, where the balls at? Don't worry about it. Just start running. Just start running. Just start
yeah,
running. Man. For how long? Until I tell you to stop. That's for how long. Y'all out of shape. Y'all want to run the ball, which I want us to run the ball. Run the gun. Y'all got to get in shape because in the second quarter, I seen Caitlin Clark out there bending over. She was gassed. Seemed like she was
yep,
about to blow a gasket, man. You
yep.
know what I'm saying? Turner and
That's
Bonner
why.
need to be waived. Turner and Bonner.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
hope they get it together, man. I hope it's just like what we saw last year. You know, last year it was a struggle at first, but you know they got into a rhythm and got it going. But
They said,
ah,
I told y'all White is getting paid to destroy the team. I don't know if she's doing it on purpose, but she damn sure doing it, man. Bro, we do not need. Listen, man, get her up out of here, bro. I don't know what to say about her. Get her the hell up out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Big man. Just like I was saying yesterday, but you claimed I was trolling. What was you saying yesterday? Only thing I remember you saying yesterday was about the Angel Wilson waving the hand thing. I don't remember nothing else you said. If you did, I must have you know what I mean? They said cut the game to 20 minutes and Fever will be winning. Exactly. That mean they out of shape, bro. Y'all can't keep the same pace all goddamn game, bro. You was going into
yeah,
Boston. Boston was cooking Asia Wilson, man. Cooking Asia Wilson. Flat out, bro. And this is kind of off
yep.
topic, but I'm gonna say this shit. It is time for us to start keeping it real, bro. Asia Wilson is no longer the best player in the league. Y'all can cut that shit out, bro. That girl Fee over there
Nah,
man, is
yeah,
better
that's
than Asia.
Collier.
I
Yeah, all
seen
day
that today.
long.
She do everything. She shoot threes. She got posts. She pass. She rebound. She do everything, man. That Asia Wilson, her reign is over with. Flat out. CC has to have assists because her teammates can't create jack. Hey, pretty no girl. That is why the coach is supposed to make it easy. Have y'all watched the Golden State play? Do y'all see how they get the dude open? Do y'all see how he run around screens and he just be wide open sometimes? The coach have to get the coach have to set the shit up, man. The coach got to get Caitlin going, man, and get easy buckets. Get to the foul line. Stuff like that, bro. Caitlin Clark got to work hard for everything she get, man. You know what I'm saying? Caitlin has to shoot more and go to the hoop early in the game to get to the line. Then second half, go roll. I'd rather lose with her shooting. Me too, bro. Hey, the first half of the game, we didn't shoot not one free throw. How is that possible, man? How is it that we don't shoot not one free throw the first half of the game? You know what I'm saying? How is that possible? Let me see. Let me go and see. What was the free throw? How many free throws we had? Where are the free throws at, man? Well, we had 7 for 9. We were 7 for 9 for the free throw, from the free throw. And they was 19 for 21. Bro, they shot 21 free throws, man. 21 free throws to 9 free throws. They shot 21 free throws to 9 free throws, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Fee is on a good team. She didn't play in the last 2 games, and they still won in double digits. Fee cold, man. Grayling Clark. Hey, man, this is some bullshit. Yeah, I noticed that Eastside Legend CC is hogging the ball so too much when she's having a bad game. I don't know, man. I don't know if she's hogging the ball. I think CC is out of her game, man. I think that coach is got in her head and got her fresh. This reminds me of last year, first half of the season against with sides. This is what this remind me of. Flat out, man. This is what this remind me of. I think Caitlin Clark is in her head. She in her head. He said, cry. She said, cry. You goddamn right, I'm crying like I'm mad. I ain't crying, I'm upset. Hey, chat, the link is in the chat. Anybody want to pull up? You right. Somebody said Kevin. He said too many turnovers. Yeah, man. Caitlin Clark had 8 turnovers by herself. She almost had a triple double, with turnovers. You know what I'm saying? Stop crying because CC keep turning the damn over and she 1 for 10 for 3. Bro, I ain't tripping, man. I want her to keep on shooting. I don't care about none of that. Hey, man, that's what got me up over here to the NBA, her shooting the ball, bro. I think she should just work on her shot selection. And then I'm going to tell you how I know she off her game. Let me tell you how I know CC off her game. It was a point in the game. She had the ball at the top of the key behind the 3-point. They backed off her way up there. She was hesitant she didn't know, like normally she pulled that. I think this lady is telling her to not shoot, man, or some shit, bro. I'm telling you, man. I know y'all remember that play. She was at the 3-point line. They backed up off of her, bro. She tried to throw it inside. Normally she pulled that. No hesitation. I don't think it's physical. I think it's mental. I don't think it's physical. What do you say? You bandwagon fuck niggas deserve all this shit. Bandwagon? Who I bandwagon from? Nigga, I never watched the WNBA. How can I bandwagon? You tripping, homie. You know what I'm saying? You tripping. You know, I'm gonna let you say what you want to say because I don't block people over here, but you full of shit, homie. I don't bandwagon a goddamn thing. You see, I ain't going nowhere. Ken Carson, shout out to for the super chat. He say, notice CC and how she talks when pressure now not much as a firebrand. We know Coach White. Bro, I think Coach White is in her head, man. She came over here and fucked up our chemistry and our rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know what I mean? Last year's Fever team, the second half of the season, they beat the Aces. They beat the Valkyrie. Flat out, bro. Flat out, man. We got this lady up over here that messed up our whole damn team. You should have kept your ass over there in Connecticut, man. Shit. You know what I mean? Hey, Kent, appreciate the super chat, bro. You always in here showing love. This is some bullshit. Kent, you should pull up sometime, man. You should pull up sometime. You know what I mean? Bullshit. At least 3 turnovers were from people not catching the ball. That's true, but I'm going to tell y'all something, man. This is what I do blame Caitlin Clark for. I keep it real over here, bro. You know what I'm saying? I keep it real over here. This is what I do blame Caitlin Clark for, man. At the end of the game, it was about 4 minutes left in the game or something like that, 3-4 minutes. Caitlin Clark bringing the ball up the court. I don't know if she was trying to throw it to somebody and then changed their mind, and they went right down there and got an and one. You know what I'm saying? Flat out, bro. Flat out. WNBA plus officials plus white equal alphabet community. This will answer all your questions. You know what I'm saying? They don't run plays to get her open. Nah, man, they don't. That's coaching. Every point she score, she have to work for. It ain't no screen action. They screen her to shoot deep threes. I'm talking about ain't no wide open action. You know what I mean? I saw that thinking too much. Yeah, you see that, man? Hey, normally she pull that. Normally she pull that with no hesitation. She thinking out there, bro. Get this. Hey, Size, get out of here, man. Get out of here. You from Indiana, bro? Nah, man. Arkansas. I live in Arizona, but like my original family and stuff in Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of people from Indiana, though. They from Gary. It looks like the lesbians have won. Caitlin time to convert. Man, listen, man. Listen, man. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all crazy. You spot on, junkie. I know, man. I keep it real, bro. Hey, at the end of the game, Caitlin was on some bullshit, bro. I gotta keep it real. I ain't gonna I gotta keep it real, bro. At the end of the game, it seemed like when the Indiana Fever is on top, they good, bro. They be front running, man. They be front running. The moment they took the lead, I knew it was over with. I said, oh, we just lost. The moment they took the lead, I knew we lost, bro. The moment they took the lead, I said, yep, well, might as well, it's over for us, man. What up, man?
Yo.
What up?
All right. Again, I'm not a Legacy fan, so I don't get as twisted as everybody else does, but I had them winning today by 10, okay? But I always said the Aces have lost, what, 4 in a row? They're going to be hungry. Plus, they at home. Plus, Indy, for some reason, has never beaten them. So, of course, I'm disappointed, but it's not unexpected. Now, I'm going to say this. That was a coaching game, okay? Because CC put up big numbers, AB put up big numbers, and Kelsey put up big numbers. Matter of fact, in the last 10 minutes of the game, CC should have touched the ball. They just should have gave it to Kelsey the whole time because Kelsey was hot tonight.
She kept us in the game at the end, shit.
She did, man, 100%, B.
You know what I mean?
But you know what? Can't flip out, man. It was a winnable game, But it's coaching, man. Why did they take out Aaliyah in the last quarter when she was their best scorer? I wasn't getting that.
Bro, she was cooking Asia in the first half.
Yeah, man.
I'm talking about
Asia back taking AB out, let Asia back into the game. Period.
He said Graydon, she also shot 1 for 10 for 3. She had 8.
Down to earth.
She had 8.
Down to earth.
It don't matter, bro. I don't care about her 3-point. Hey, bro. I ride the train I came in on, bro. She shoot threes. I'm cool. If she ain't making them, I seen the greatest shooters have bad games, bad shooting nights. I seen back to back. I seen them in shooting slumps. I don't care about none of that. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
Let me respond to him real quick. Down to earth, you 100% right, bro. They should have. And again, this is coaching. When they seen she wasn't making her threes, they should have taken the ball. They should have told, yo, drive the ball, CC, or assist. Do that. But don't shoot threes if you can't shoot threes. And as a 7 turnovers, I count 2 where they were bad on her part. The other ones were just the girls just weren't catching her passes. Who was in there? Turner was in there. Turner fumbled the ball. All right. Like I said, yeah, you added those numbers, but yo, she still put up 19 points and 10 assists. That means her combined scoring was like what, 39? 39, man. You don't sneeze at that. She wasn't why they lost. Let's keep it real.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. We gotta face reality, bro. We gotta face reality. If Caitlin Clark don't have a good shooting night, we lose, bro. We lose. It's just that simple. Hold on, let me get these super chats. We lose, bro. If Caitlin Clark do not have a good night, we lose, bro. I said this shit yesterday in the live. Do you remember I said this? I said, if Caitlin, I asked y'all, was you up here yesterday when I asked you? I said if Caitlin
Yeah,
Clark don't have 25 points, we lose, bro.
yeah,
Flat out.
facts.
Really
I mean,
flawed.
but
What up?
y'all was saying everybody was saying 25 points and up. I still think 19, 20 points is not bad because everybody else got to contribute too.
Listen,
It can't
bro.
just be them
Hey,
two.
listen, bro. If all right, let me revamp it. Let me revise it. If Caitlin Clark don't have 25 points and at least 4 5 points, we lose. Hey, really flawed. Shout out to really flawed. Hey, yo, she got a YouTube channel. She a Pittsburgh fan, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? She got a YouTube channel. She talk about all the sports. You know what I'm saying? Actually, she dropped a video of mine today. She interviewed me. You know what I'm saying? She interviewed me, so y'all go check out her channel. Hey, if you want to put your channel in the chat, go ahead. But she said you passion and consistency about this is admirable. Good for you. Hey man, hell yeah. But somebody just called me a bandwagon in the chat. Somebody just called me a bandwagon. I got two teams, bro. The Dallas Cowboys and the Indiana Fever. Everybody else, I used to like the Knicks and all that, but I like players now, man. I like players
Can
now.
I just bring up? Can I bring up a happy point though?
Hold on real quick. Hey,
You
thanks
know,
again for the super chat. Appreciate you. Hold on, I got one more. Hold on real quick. Let me get this and I'll get to you. You know what I'm saying? What I don't know how to pronounce. I'm just calling you 75X. Salute to the super chat though. We got CC, they got Angel. We gonna be all right. They not. Hey, yeah, a lot of people that come up off in here, they be talking all that nonsense about the Fever is Chicago fan. I think they lost today too. Matter of fact, they not even making the playoffs. So they can't.
that's my bro.
They can't.
That's what I want. That's what I wanted to bring up. The happy point. My segue. This is perfect because yeah, they lost. Angel got up another double double, but she put up another amazing 10-point game. So
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
good. I'm a wash today. I'm a wash today, bro.
ZV, you know what I'm saying? Start to the super sticker, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate all the people showing support and stuff like that. Hey, really flawed put her link in. I think she put her channel in the chat. So if y'all like football and
I'm
stuff,
gonna. I don't think she could put it. I'm gonna put it for her if it don't go through. Hold on.
I
Because
see it. I see it.
oh
It's right
wait a
here.
minute. Not my bad. I'm not a mod here. I'm a mod on keeps. I'm sorry, bro. My bad.
I see it. I see it. It's right here.
Oh, she's got the range, so she could do it. Okay.
Oh yeah. She got a rant. So y'all go subscribe to her channel, man. She talk football. She talk all the teams, but she a Pittsburgh fan. I ain't with all that, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, man. We give her a pass.
she dropping an interview of me soon, I think. She interviewed your boy, you know what I'm saying? She interviewed your boy, you know what I'm saying? It'll be dropping soon on her channel. You know what I'm saying? Flat out.
All right. I just gave it a sub.
Yeah, y'all go subscribe to her channel. Now you know Fever sucks at man. Listen, bro. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. Hey, all we gotta do is get in the tournament. That's all we gotta do. It ain't like we ain't seen this movie before. This is what they did at the beginning of the last season. What's gonna happen is we're gonna go for All-Star break. We're gonna come back and be busting people ass. You know what I'm saying? They said, Truth said, yo, man, I'm tired of Stephanie White. Man, you and me both. You know what I'm saying? They need to get rid of Stephanie White, Bonner, Howard, Turner, immediately because they are all, in my opinion, dragging the team down. Hey, bro, Turner, Bonner, Howard, Stephanie White, y'all all get on the same choo-choo train. Matter of fact, if you get caught in the arena, you're trespassing. Get the hell up out of here, bro. Get the hell up out of here, bro.
Let me ask you a question.
You don't
If
came
somebody
and messed our star player up. You got her all messed up in the head, got her thinking, just questioning her, should she shoot? Bro, no. If Caitlin Clark gonna shoot, I don't care if she shoot and miss. But I want her to shoot comfortably. I don't want her to be guessing and thinking about it and all this other shit. Hell no, man.
if somebody brought this up, excuse me for bringing it up because I came late into the chat, but
yeah.
is it just me or whenever they got the core four in the court and Sophie, they kill?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And Howard has her moments. Okay. I can't defend her, but I can't fault her either. She has her moments and she gets fed when she's alone at the court. She's always the first one back at the opposite court after a shot. I got to give her that. Turner, again, this is what happens when you bring a rookie on, or rather, a first-year player with the team in the 13th game. Come on, man. Now they're going to bring her in. They should have been bringing her every game, at least in the final quarter when they were up big. And they didn't. Who's next? Timpson? Why is Timpson even here? Timpson is going on vacation next month. Dantas is going on vacation next month. She was MI today. I didn't see her at the side court. Steph White takes days off like she's some executive or something. We don't even have a full team. Come on.
Hey, what is this? What is this? She's AB said CC goes to the basket, get hammered, and can't get a whistle. We didn't have no free throws in the first half. It was 21
None.
free throws to 9. She is
Zip.
forced to shoot from outside and still must set up everyone else. Listen, if CC, I'm gonna say this again. Y'all gonna know this. Y'all gonna know this. If CC don't have 25 points and at least 3 to 4 threes a game, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? Laughing out loud. Y'all use the sky to help with your fees. What's that mean? I don't know what that means.
I don't know, but it sounds like he's right. If that means being happy, for our feelings, yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, whenever Sky loses, I get happy, bro. I forget all about my loss. I
Hey
twerk.
man, no. I don't listen. The crazy part about it is, bro, I don't have nothing against the Sky or even Angel. The reason I be coming at the Sky sometimes is because of their YouTubers. It's almost like I don't want to say a war, but it's like like when the Indiana Fever lose, they be talking all their shit over there. So I just be coming back at them. I really don't care. I don't watch the Sky. I
All right,
don't. I
being
haven't watched
serious now.
it.
Being serious now. When Sky came out in the beginning last year, I was a Sky fan too. You
I
know,
ain't
I like they were honestly a rivalry back then. In the beginning of the year, Sky was good. Sky had some good looks, but then they changed. Then the coaching and they started changing it towards pushing the Reese agenda, and that's when they fell off. This year, I said it a million times, I never get a response on the Sky channels, but they're starting out. I don't know why anybody's surprised because they're starting out this year the way they finished last year: 1/3 wins of games, 2/3 losses of games. They're like they lost another one today, right? Surprise, shocker. What's the only thing that didn't change there? Angel Reese and Camilo Cardoso. And the same thing that happened to Camilo last year is happening now. They're not getting her the ball. And then what's happening? Everything's trying to go through Reese. They don't. They will die on that hill, and I'm all for it. Go ahead and die on that hill, Second City.
Man, Donna B, Stephanie White, and Savage Chad and CC. Hey, I'm glad somebody noticing other than me, bro. Because I'm thinking I was just maybe I'm tripping, I'm overreacting, and all this shit. I think that girl is that lady, that girl, that woman, whatever the case you want to be, man. Get your agenda the hell up out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something, man. I do not believe if Stephanie White would have never came to the Fever, I don't think Bonner and Howard come. I think she
You know,
brought them over here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not on
Get
that.
the,
I, I'm not on that conspiracy tip because I don't speculate. But if that is happening,
ain't no conspiracy.
DC. Oh,
There ain't
hold
no
on, hold on,
conspiracy.
hold on. Come on, listen.
Conspiracy. That's the
If
truth.
that's happening, no, this is gonna be good news. If that happens, Cece's gonna do the same. At one point, Cece's gonna get tired of losing. She's gonna do the same thing she did to Side. She's gonna do a mutiny. She's gonna say, "F you. I'm gonna do my own thing." Whoever, and you know that the core four are gonna roll with her. Whoever Steph bought from her side, it's not gonna be enough to go against CC. CC will take over that team again, like he did in the second half of the last season. That's all. I mean, I'm waiting for CC to wake up already because CC's asleep. She wants to
Nah,
believe in sides. Because I'm sorry, she wants to believe in White because White is an Indiana person. She's born and raised in Indiana. She was with Indy when they won their last championship as an assistant coach, I believe. So she's kind of giving her grace. Well, yo, it's too much grace. See, she got to cut that off.
it
She got to be done with that Iowa nice stuff.
seems so important to all you assholes want love. I think it's meant to say would. Seems like important all you assholes would love to see walk the fuck away from this shit league. She can't and laugh at you idiots. Hey, listen, Kent. That's kind of a different topic, but at the same time, if she walked away from this league, none of these people will watch. The league goes down. We all know that, bro.
They
The
are
league,
wrapped. That's it. They
the
are
league
wrapped.
goes
They
down.
done.
We all know that. You know what I'm saying? We all know that. You know what I'm saying? Like White does not play rookies. Told you 1,000 times. Well, she playing. How long Turner? How many years she been in the league? Turner. How long Turner been in the league?
She's been there a minute. She's not a rook. I learned today, but
I ain't never. Well, I don't. I told you I ain't never watched WNBA, so a lot of this stuff I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
that, that's crazy. How do you not play your rookie when are they going to learn that? It's ridiculous.
Kiki over there
They
balling.
got
She a rookie. Kiki over there
they got to
balling.
get they got to get baptized, man. Come on, throw them in
Yeah,
the water and teach them how to swim.
White, Bonner, Turner is wrong for this league. Hey, I ain't gonna say the league, but the team, get up out of here, man. Hey, chat. The link is in the chat if anybody want to pull up, man.
Bonner's
All,
still MIA. That means Bonner's not coming back. And that means she made space for Ari.
Hey, all you
That's what I
dudes,
think.
hey, listen. All you dudes that's up in the chat hating, stop hating and being keyboard warriors. Pull y'all ass up, man. Stop hating and pull your ass up, bro. I
Yo,
ain't
let
like
me
them
let me
other,
get.
I ain't like them other channels, bro. I ain't gonna block you. I'm gonna cook you, but I ain't gonna block you or disrespect you. I'm gonna cook y'all ass and all that. I ain't like them other channels that you get blocked and you get. I don't do all that, bro. I bring you up here and face guard you and cook you. That's what I
Yo,
do.
do me a. Yo, do me a favor. Bring up their comments so I can respond to them here.
What comment?
Whatever you see, whatever comment they're saying in there, I don't see it.
I see a lot of
Yeah,
different
yeah.
comments. What you
I'll
mean?
get them.
I mean, it's a lot of comments up here. What you mean?
Oh, okay. Etoro saying that they don't run the game through Reese anymore. Is that what you're saying, Etoro? Yeah, that's not what I'm hearing. That's not what I'm seeing. With all due respect.
What up, Patty?
Hello.
What you got? What you got on this? Am I overreacting or what's going on?
Yep, she's gone.
Oh, Patty, you left. You was on. I pulled you up, but you left. You know what I'm saying? All you dudes in there hating, pull
So
y'all ass.
all of a sudden, bro, and I'm gonna get off of this. All of a sudden, Reese is not the franchise player anymore.
Yeah, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Hey, UTP, what up?
Yo, what's good?
What up with it, man?
Hey,
Yo,
I just got a
put the names
question.
up. Hold on one second, brother. Hold on one second. Yo, Junk, put the names up for the boxes if we're gonna start having people on. My bad. Good.
Go ahead, bro.
UTP, what's up, bro?
Yo, what's
Yo,
up?
me and
How y'all
UTP,
doing?
yo,
I'm
me
good.
and UTP be double teaming them over at the Reese channels, man. What's up?
Hey, what's going on with this team, man? Like, does this team not understand that every time they play an opponent, they're gonna get their opponent's best? Like teams get up for the fever. And how
100%.
come Stephanie Sides does not have this team matching the intensity of the opposing team? I don't get it. What is she saying to these people? Like the Fever, they look like zombies on the court.
Yep.
Caitlin looked like a zombie on the court. I don't know if she's sick. I don't know what's going on with her.
I
But
can tell
every
you
time
what's
I
going
see her,
I can tell you what's
every
going
time
on.
say what?
I can tell you what's going on with her. Christy, this lady right here, I ain't gonna even I'm gonna have to come up with a name for her. Stephanie,
Stephanie Sides.
yeah, Stephanie, nah, I want something else. I need to trademark me some shit. You know what I'm saying? For Stephanie, for her, bro, because
Yo, I got her name Stephanie Y. Because that's all we got is questions about her. Stephanie Y.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know what? I will start calling her Stephanie White because that's disrespect to Stephanie Sides. Stephanie Sides at least made an adjustment and let Caitlin Clark do her thing.
Yeah, size adjustment was to get out the way. It wasn't your team anymore.
Exactly. Exactly.
hey, but that
Juice.
that's what we all can see it, bro. We all can see it. Hey, bro, I don't know. Did you watch the game today?
Yeah, I watched the second half.
Okay, cool. That was in the
And
second half.
and
Do you remember that?
yeah, I watched
Do you
and
remember
what,
post
but
game?
I was listening to the game,
You remember?
and
Okay,
it seems to me like what who's the coach for the Aces? Is it Becky Hammonds?
yeah.
Yeah, she made an adjustment. Instead
Yeah.
of just crowding CC after the pick and roll and double teaming
God
CC after the
damn.
pick and roll, what they did was this: okay, we're just gonna not allow Boston to get her shit. We're just gonna switch off the pick and roll, or we're gonna fight over the pick and stay on Boston. And Boston
Well,
was non-existent in the second half.
because he took her out, bro. They took out in the third and the
Yeah,
fourth. He took out in the fourth quarter, man.
Hey,
Stephanie Y.
listen, bro.
Why?
Boston was cooking Asia, man. I'm talking
Yo,
about
you
cooking her, bro.
Junk, you got a big super chat, bro. You got a big
Cooking
super
her,
chat.
bro. You know what I'm saying? Flat
You
out.
got
Hey,
a pity, bro.
Patty, what up?
Hey, I got cut off here, but like as I was saying, there was a clip caught that Cece's already tired of White. I mean, she was drawing back at her, telling her to stop subbing her out.
Nice. What I say? It's gonna happen. She's gonna flip out on her. Junkie, you got a huge super chat. If you don't see it on your side, B, you got a 50, bro.
Yeah, it's wild, man.
Tony D, shout out to you for the super chat, man. He say, finally, what the fuck happened to the WNBA? We new fans came, we spend dollars, but what the fuck? White DB out. Hey, man, White, DB, Howard, Turner, and
They go
anybody
all
else
these.
that want to go with them, get y'all ass the hell up out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Get
Now
out of here.
we do got Ari coming back, so that might be
Yep.
that might be a boost we need.
I already need to lock her back for real.
Yeah, that might be a boost we need, you know what I mean? But I'm with you, man. I
I,
came over here. I listen, bro. Let's put it like this. If Caitlin Clark was playing like this, I don't think I would be here talking to y'all right now, bro. Because I came over here for the excitement and how she play ball. This right here ain't how I've been what I'm used to, bro. Stephanie White, get your ass up out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Take your minions with you. Anybody that want to be with you, bye. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Bye.
hey, we miss Tammy so much, man.
Bye.
Tammy was such a good player for this roster. She ran the floor like a gazelle. She played defense. She had interior defense. She was a major loss to this team. I don't
Yo,
understand
you,
why we couldn't keep her.
can I say something,
I mean, that's
UTV?
why we
Yo,
have Vincent,
Hey,
but they don't
hold on,
run
hold
the
on, hold on,
game.
hold on, hold on, real quick. Hey, I want to make sure I give a good number of respect to the super chat. I want you guys to address the super chat. Each one of you, go ahead, Franklin.
all right. Whatever happened to the WNBA? Well, they got better since CC came.
Hey, Graylin.
Yeah.
Hey, do me a favor.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, read it how it is. Like, put emphasis on it how it is.
Okay. Finally, whatever happened to the WNBA? We knew fans came. We spent money, but what the f? White DB out? Yes. Okay. What happened to the WNBA? They got bombarded by CC's fans. They try to claim CC's fans were their fans, which is BS. All right. Then they got mad when wherever CC went, her fans went, and then they got proven wrong. They listen. I don't care how long, how many years they've been there, how many greats they had. It was what it was, man. The numbers don't lie. All respect to the greats that came before CC. CC is not on their level as as legends, but that's a different measurement right there. Now, regarding to the money, he's spending the money. Don't hurt CC because it is. All right. As far as White, you already know how I feel about Stephanie White. I gave her a 10-day game period. I stayed quiet. Now that I heard from Patty that CC is finally letting go of that, she's not on that tip anymore. Good. DB's gone. Forget about her. I'm pretty sure she's gone.
Hey man, CC been acting like they trying to convert her to their side of the fence, bro, in the locker room or some
Oh
shit,
man,
bro.
I'm not rolling with that B.
Hey, Patty, what's up, Patty? What you think about this super chat?
I don't know, man. I'm new like you. It's not much to say on that.
UTP.
Yeah, Stephanie White's head is not in it. How many games has she missed and then come back and her head's not in it. I don't think Stephanie Side's head is in it. I don't. I think I agree with Greatland. Uh, Demona Bonner is checked out. She's not. I don't expect her to come back.
I got you. Hey, shout out to the super chat again, Tony D, man. I appreciate you. I don't know. I don't want to do a woman or man. I'm sorry. I don't know if Tony is both ways, but shout out to the super chat, man. I appreciate it for sure, for sure. Barrett,
I mean, if DB is out, who can we get from the Mercury then?
hold on, real quick. Let me get Barrett Q in here. Barrett Q, what up? Barrett Q.
You talking to me?
Yeah, Barrett, your name Barrett Q. Am I pronouncing it right?
This is Peak P.
This who?
Listen, Peak P.
Okay, Peak P. All right, cool.
All right. I'm gonna tell you something. You're not gonna like it. So get ready.
All right.
Daily reminder. I said it months before the season. No title, no MVP. Now that that's out of the way, okay. What's happening here is you asked the question. I got a couple of things. You asked the question, why isn't she playing Timpson? I've said it 1,000 times. Nobody's listening. Stephanie White is old guard lesbian. She prefers the slow half-court style of play. She prefers old vets. That's why she brought in Howard and Bonner. Okay, she's never gonna play Timpson. Timpson is not even gonna average 3-4 minutes a game this season. Accept it, everybody. Stop crying. Number two, when this team was put together, I remember everybody talking shit. Oh, we got a super team, 6-7 titles, blah blah blah. Stephanie White, oh my God, blah blah blah. The same motherfuckers, yes, you motherfuckers, the same motherfuckers that bash the whole WNBA, which I hate the rest of the WNBA. When you bash them and say it's the fucking girls club, blah blah blah, you were all riding the dick of this team when it was put together, including the coach being hired and saying, "Oh yeah, I love Stephanie White. She's great. She's the perfect coach because she's been watching."
Who is you?
A whole bunch of
Not
people
me.
there.
Not me.
Not me. Hell no.
Due respect, I'm not even going through who, not me or me. A lot of people were saying she's the perfect coach for Cece because she's been watching her for years. She loves Cece, blah 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 blah. So the girls club shit.
Hey, hold on.
Blah blah blah.
Pete, hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold
Tell
on.
me any lies told.
Hold on. Bro, I can admit I got hoodwinked, bro. Listen,
You're
man.
not the only one. Everybody did. A lot of people did.
Hey, when Stephanie White came over, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't no hypocrite. I wanted her to come because she tricked me, bro. She said, I'm gonna come over, I'm gonna get the defense right. And that's what we had problems with last year. She didn't tell me she was gonna come over here and fuck with our offense, bro. She done came over here and messed my whole offense up, man.
Hold on.
Nah, man, I thought she was gonna come over here. She came over here and messed us up, bro. Get her the hell up out of here, bro. Flat out, bro.
They all tricked you. Even Brianna.
Can I chime in on this real quick?
Hold on, real quick. I want to address something. He said, "How can CC go 1 for 17 with 3?" Hey, somebody got a lot of background noise, man. I don't know who it is.
I think it's Patty.
Hey, Patty, mute your mic, Patty. It says, "How can Clark go 1 for 17 from 3 with 14 turnovers in 2 games, and y'all try to blame the coach?" I ain't blaming the coach. I ain't blaming the coach for CC's play. CC needs to play better, but at the same time, she did have a lot of assists. Hey, shooters have bad shooter nights, bro. She back to back. She in a slump. I blame the coach because she done came over here and messed up what we had going on, man. That's why. Hold on, I got a super chat down real quick. Let me get this real quick. Tony, salute to the super chat. Tony G just wants the NBA to be good, fair. Me too. We all want the same thing, man. We all want the same thing. I want it to be called fair. Anytime a team got 21 free throws and we got 7, it don't seem right, bro. It don't seem right.
Yo, you can mute Pat. Yo, B, you could mod or you could mute Patty if she can't hear you right now.
All right. Yeah, man, that's what I want to, man. I just want to see good basketball, fair.
There's too many excuses, though, courtside. Courtside, you gotta admit, if you're objective, you gotta admit when things aren't going well for CC. Okay, but I'm saying when things aren't going well for CC, or her shot ain't falling, the team is losing. You know what happens? She gets very careless with the ball. She starts making turnovers that are so bad they almost seem like I don't give a fuck anymore on purpose. Okay, bro, almost like she's saying I don't give a fuck anymore, bro, and she just throws it away.
Bro, how she don't give a? She careless, bro. I give you that. She can be careless at times.
That's what I mean. She gets careless. Okay,
yeah, I agree with you on that. Then I agree with you on that. Let me get to some of these comments in the comment section, bro. I like to try to keep everybody involved, bro. Hold on, real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let me get to some of these comments. I can't get to everybody, but I'm gonna go through it from right here. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it wasn't English. It was slang. I don't know what that means. The interference noise is bad. Yeah, I don't know who it was, but I think it was Patty. Aaron Woody, the Fever is not a good basketball team. They won't make the playoffs. CC22 needs request a trade. I wouldn't request a trade, but I will start throwing my weight around. Hey, man, front office. Hey, she taking me out of my game, bro, and I need her gone. You know what I'm saying? I want
Mark, make the playoffs.
Bring in Mark Jackson, but we're gonna make the playoffs though. I want Mark
They're
Jackson.
gonna make the playoffs. Yeah, they're gonna make the playoffs, and you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna get embarrassed. There's
Bring,
5 teams right
man,
now that the
you
Fever
over here,
cannot beat.
man. Bro, I don't expect, bro. You don't. I don't want to hear all that, bro. We ain't gonna get no
You
embarrassment.
see? You see what I mean? You see what I mean? You don't want to hear it. There's 5 teams they cannot beat right now in the series.
You said
Seattle. Wait. Seattle, Atlanta, the Liberty, Phoenix, and the Lynx. Those 5 teams will embarrass, and maybe even the Mystics. If the Mystics get into the playoffs, they're gonna beat the Fever. The Fever are not winning a title this year. Please
I
give
didn't
it
say
up.
nothing about no title. I didn't say win a title. Did I see that?
They're not even getting to the conference finals. They're gonna get bounced in the first round if they make it. If that's a big if.
Oh, all right. No one from the Mercury wants to go to the Fever. Probably not, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna be underneath. You're gonna be over there under Caitlin. You know what I'm saying?
She's not gonna request a trade. She's not gonna request a trade.
Nah, she ain't requested. Howard best days is behind her. I agree with you, Tozer. Get her the hell up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? You had a good career. Bye-bye. Damn, Tony D, we giving out money. Hey, yeah, man, they supporting the channel, man. You know what I mean? What up with that, man? But, you know, I try to keep everybody involved no matter they donate money or not, man. I'm like those other channels, bro. We wanted Bluter dumbass. Yeah, is Bluter's Caitlin coach? Is that her coach? Her college coach? Is that who that is? Yeah, bring her up in here. I thought Fever were going undefeated the way everyone was talking. I ain't never said that. No, Stephanie White was definitely lied. She said she was going to play fast-paced transitional ball, birthday of mostly she played motion style offense. And I thought she was going
We don't have anybody who can run the court, though. Who's going to run the court? We don't have anybody who can run the court.
Exactly. That should have been your clue right there.
We got people that
should have been your clue.
We got people. What they say we can. Hey, y'all can't hear me. Can y'all hear me?
I
can hear you.
Oh, they said we can't hear you, Junkie. Turn mic off or something. These people don't know sports. They just talking. Pull up then. Pull up and teach us, Monet. Pull up and teach us. She brought a 32-year-old, a 37-year-old, and another. Hey, man.
See, look at what Roger said. Look at your chat. Roger Anson said, plus she isn't fully healed. Guess what, Roger? If you're on the court, you got to produce. Otherwise, sit the fuck down. Okay?
Period. Can I say something? Yeah, let me say something real quick. Somebody brought up Temi.
Excuses, man.
Bodie, hold on a second. Somebody brought up Temi, and I've always said this. I was mad. Oh, I think somebody else who was complaining about the new players. I always said we shouldn't have let go of the last team because it took a year to develop that kind of cohesion,
chemistry,
and that's hard to get. And we should have kept them. We should have gotten rid of the scrubs in the team, and we should have brought on a couple of big butches. And I'm gonna say this in every chat that I get a chance to. And the Fever would have been 10-2 right now. They would have beaten the Aces tonight, easy. But you know what? What happened?
Let me have to go.
Hey, listen.
What?
Last year's Fever team, the second half of the season, win this game tonight, man.
Temi had to go. Temi had to go. You know what, Greatland? I get what you're saying, but you know what? What you got to remember is Temi was a walking injury. Every 2 weeks she had an injury, then she would come back. She would need about 4 or 5 games to gel again, and then she would go down again. And in the playoffs, she was horrible. She was horrible. She was an offensive liability, man. Didn't make a late.
Okay, bro, but you know what? You know what? How much of a liability was she?
Hey,
she could have been. She could have been, but she wasn't. What was she? She was freaking dominant under the boards. She was
offensive liability. What are you talking? Like nobody can make layups on this team. What are you talking about? Everybody's an offensive liability.
Hey, Temi was running the ball.
At least could be able to run the court. At least she could play defense. Like
she was the best.
At least
she was the best role player we had. Let's keep that real.
When she was an injured.
One at a time, man. One at a time. Y'all go one at a time.
All right, she was the best role player we had. And when she wasn't in, they all got injured. This is like the weakest league I've ever seen in my life of all sports. They all get injured. They take a few weeks off. All of them. Even CC. All right?
The link is in the chat, bro. Hold on. They asked me for the link. Hey, Temi, man. Temi, we should have kept her, bro. We should have got rid of Katie. What's her name? Katie Lou
Samuelson.
At this point, I would have rather had Wheeler than Colson. and bring in Ari, man. You know what I mean? I don't know why we brought in.
Even
The link is in the chat, bro. The link is in the chat.
even Erica's getting hot. She just like did a crazy nice shot in a clutch game. She started crying because she's like feels like she's finally getting some love. But even Erica was, if all Erica Wheeler, was just be a cheerleader on the side of the team, that was a big loss for us too.
Hey,
You
how
know,
long do we give Stephanie White? Hold on real quick. I got another super chat. Tony D, Fever are in trouble. Okay, agree. Hey, if they don't change things up, they are in extreme trouble. They are in trouble for real. Canelo, shout out to Tony D again for the super chat. Canelo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. I just have to show you a link real quick.
You got a what?
I'll link to show you real quick from Stephanie White.
speaking to the mic, bro. Speaking to the mic.
You gotta speak up. He said my mic messed up. You want to show me what you want to show me? You want me to pull that up? What is it, man? I don't want to just pull something up and I don't know what it is. Hold on. He want to show me something. Roger, what up? Roger, what up?
You know what part of the problem is?
What's that?
Now, yes, Caitlin has some bad nights without question. But when you have a player like Caitlin, when she's the most guarded player, the most blitz player, all they do is they run under the rim and they stand there. And what happens is she gets blitzed, she gets punched, she gets tripped, and she's got to do everything herself. And then she gets frustrated. And so a lot of that is on her teammates. Now, yes, Caitlin's having bad times for sure. But watch what happens. They never set screens. And watch what happens when she crosses half court. They all just run under the rim and do absolutely nothing. And you see how when you're a player like Caitlin, who's the most guarded player, the most blitz player, the most foul player, and she's on her own. And that frustrates her. And yes, some of it is on her without question. And I'm not going to say it's not. But she has no help. When you have a player like that, you've got to set screens or create plays to give her space.
Yep.
Because otherwise, why is she on the floor?
Yep.
True.
And one more thing. We're saying, excuse me,
Hold on, real quick. They want me to share this real quick. Let's check this out. Hey, you guys mute your mic. Somebody got a lot of backgrounds. Everybody mute the mic. I'm gonna play this real quick because somebody sent me a link. They want me to play it.
I think the biggest thing is what we have to do as a staff to get her better looks, like higher quality looks. Every game plan is going to be to make her score inside the 3-point line, right? And the different ways we can do that: physicality, coverage, showing bodies, all the different things. And we have to do a better job of getting her higher quality looks. I'm not worried about Caitlin's shot. Caitlin's shot is going to be just fine. The thing I'm worried about is our 18 turnovers for 28 points. I think the biggest thing is what we have to do as a staff to get her better looks. Like,
okay, at least she understand. Sound like she.
But see,
hold on, real quick. She had to read that. Yeah, she had to read that. She couldn't just say that from the heart. That's number one.
Exactly.
Number two, Roger.
She's looking at the stats.
Okay, Roger. Number two, with what Roger said, we're saying CC had a bad night. Let's remember, man, she put a 19 and 10 tonight, and we're saying that's a bad night.
What? They lost.
It's a bad night for Caitlin.
It was an inefficient game.
Well, you got to understand, yes, it's a bad night for Caitlin for shooting, but watch what happens. Every play, as soon as Caitlin gets the ball, they all run under the rim. She's the most guarded player, the most blitz player. They double, they triple team, they trap her, and now she's got to do everything, and she gets no help. And some of it is definitely on her, the turnovers. She's making some mistakes. I'm not saying she's not, but I also believe she rushed back from injury too soon. I think otherwise they were going to get smoked. And the way the physicality, now, like I said, her shooting is off, but most of that is on her team. That's just my opinion.
That's what I'm saying. I agree with you.
Okay,
Somebody who's
I gotta
putting up. Yeah, go ahead. I'm
One at a
sorry, Pete. Go
time.
ahead.
One at a
look. All right,
time. One
I
at a
just want
time.
to say something. Let's stop with the. I think she just rushed back. Blah, blah. You know what? Stop with the excuses because I'm gonna tell you something. If she was that injured, she wouldn't be traveling with the team when she was supposedly injured. She wouldn't have been on the bench jumping up and down, doing her theatrics, screaming at the refs, trying to play coach. She would have been at home on bed rest, rehabbing, resting. Okay, so I don't want to hear excuses about, well, maybe she rushed back, maybe she's still injured. That's her fucking problem. If you're injured, you stay off the court. If you play, you're
Agreed.
expected to perform.
And
I agree.
Any
I agree.
other night, her stats tonight would have been great. But you know what? Number one, they lost. Number two, it was a freaking inefficient game. She had 8 turnovers. Okay, she had 8 turnovers. And the more her shot isn't falling, as I said, the more careless she gets. Now,
can I ask a question about her turnovers?
this is
Does
guys.
any
This
Pete, real quick, because of course turnovers are a bad thing, right? But how many of them converted to points?
Hey, somebody got a lot of background noise, man.
It's Patty.
I
It's
understand.
100% Patty. Mute her, bro.
I
You can
understand.
mute her.
Patty not
I
up
understand.
here.
I understand what you're
Okay.
saying. I understand what you're saying, Greatland. But you know what? Most of those turnovers came in crunch time when the game was a little bit tight, and those turnovers did help the Aces to pull away. It wasn't only that; it was also the ref's whistle. But I remember I was on another live stream on Rosalina and Venom, and I said, "Listen, don't get upset, guys." I told them, but in the last 6 minutes, there was like 6:54 left. I said, Asia's gonna go to the line 7, 8 times. And what happened? She went to the line about 7, 8. I've been doing this. I do this, guys. Okay, that's why you got to take care of the ball. Yes, they got to make lips. Listen, the biggest problem here, guys, let's just nip it in the butt. This is not a team. This is not a team by any stretch. This is a collection of some good and some not so good players who happen to play on the same squad. But they're not a team. There is no chemistry here.
Bro, we all said that. You ain't telling us nothing. That's why we want them other players up out of here. You ain't been listening? You ain't been hearing what we said?
Yes. But
The
who do you want to
chemistry,
get?
You ain't
the
been listening?
chemistry was with the 2024 Fever. Okay, and I agree with you, Pete, on that 100%. The thing is, they relying on CC too much, man, and everybody does.
Agreed.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? They all got to come through. ABCC and Aaliyah came through. They all put up double digits, near 20 points each of them. That's
Sophie
60
zero.
points. Yeah, three
So
players. Three players can't. You can't just have them. They all got to come through.
The
at
one
least
thing I want,
Sophie, if you're not gonna put up any points, Sophie, if you're listening, at least flash some titties.
Coño.
At
No,
least.
Can I say something?
Go ahead,
coño,
man.
bro.
Go ahead.
So like, okay, y'all were talking about like we have to play fast, all this stuff, and Stephanie White kind of like messed up the offense. But like you remember, I was here last time, Junkie, and I said if we don't work on our perimeter, not interior defense, we're gonna have a lot of trouble this season.
That's
And
what I
that's
said too.
exactly what happened today. Like, if you can't get no stop, you can't play fast. Is what I'm saying. So it's not all on Stephanie White. Like, we need to get some stop if we wanna play fast. If we're not getting no stop, then we always gonna lose this game. I ain't gonna lie. Like, if we not get better in that interior defense, we always gonna lose, man.
True.
I just
I
got one more
agree.
thing to say.
100% is a stop. You're not getting stops. He's right. Sorry,
The
bro.
defense is horrible.
Hey, who's that? Who's that background? Hold on real quick.
Caitlin is
That's probably
horrible
me.
on defense.
I'll call back in later.
All right.
I don't care what anybody says. Caitlin is horrible on defense, man. Horrible.
You right?
True.
Can I say something about that?
Go ahead.
You are right about defense. However, there's one little asterisk I'd want to say. She was started from college. She had to do so much on offense that when she had to play a damn near full 40 minutes straight offense, and she would have to do defense too, she wouldn't make how much she had to play. Now, yes, she definitely needs to learn defense without question. But what they need her to do just on offense, if she has to do defense as well, it's going to kill her. And
I
so
agree with you.
I just want to
And
say that. And two, I want to say, as far as the referees, one of these fouls that nobody seems to care about, ref wise, or the coaches or the commissioner, Caitlin's going to have a career-ending injury, and where's this league going to be then?
so let me say
Oh, they
something
don't
about
care.
that. Like every time the Fever lost, like a lot of people always focus on the ref. Like I said multiple times, the ref they're not good. So if we try to play like based on the ref, we're not doing anything. We have to play the game like take care of the ball, make right decision, and we don't have to
Facts.
worry about the ref. If we do that,
Make it easy
we
layups.
don't care about the ref. And two, like one thing I see from the two games that CC had, bruh, I kind of see like a little bit of like flaws on her game because like when a 3 point shot is not falling, she need to do like Steph Curry does. Like if your 3 point shot not falling, go to the basket. Don't keep settle
Yep.
for that 3 point shot, man. Like I hate when she does that. Like I know you can shoot, but when it's not your night, drive the ball, touch the paint, push it out for
Yes.
someone else. Like don't keep
One hundred
forcing the
percent.
game.
Yes.
Like
100%.
Hey, hold on real
You
quick.
know the
Hold on real quick. I got a super chat in here. He says, I thought I seen it. Well, I thought I did. Oh, Tony D with the dollar. I dare you all to look up females in sports. Uh, what do you mean? I dare you all to look up females in sports. What do you? Hey, Tony D, what do you mean by that? Comment inside that super chat. Let me know what you mean by that. I'll address it. I don't know what you mean. I dare you all to look up females in sports. I don't know what you mean by that.
Okay, in reference to what was just said about,
Hold
I
on.
think I actually, yeah,
What do you guys think he means? I wanna make sure I address
I
this,
don't know.
man.
I'm clueless on that.
Anybody know what he's saying? Hey, Tony
Nah,
D.
he's too vague. He was too vague.
Okay, now what they said about I already said it earlier. When CC's not shooting, same thing with Kelsey. When they're not shooting their threes right, they shouldn't be shooting. But whose fault is that? Who's supposed to be there telling them, pulling them in to the side, saying, "Yo, stop shooting.
Hey,
Go
hold on, real
drive the
quick.
ball."
Hold on, real quick. I don't want to cut you off, bro, but I want to make sure I give enough respect to this super chat right here. I want to make sure I know what
Of
he's
course,
saying. I
of
dare you
course.
all to look up female sports. Tell me what you mean, Tony D, and I'll address it. I'll address it. He said,
like
no, Tony D is a Tony D is a nobody like all of us. Let me see. Did he comment in there? I don't see it. He said, just a fair game of basketball. Yeah, that's all I want, man. You know what I'm saying? Fair game, bro. You know what I mean? But I wanted to address it directly, but I don't really know what you mean. So if you put it in the chat, I'll address it.
But you know they're not going to call a fair game.
Hey,
You
salute
know
to
they're
you
not going to
again,
call
man.
a fair game.
Thanks
So
for the
like the other gentleman said,
thanks for the super chat, Tony D. Appreciate it,
make your
man. For sure, for
playoffs.
sure.
Make your layups.
Hey, can I address Juice's comment? If
Go
we
ahead.
keep worrying about, if we keep worrying about if something happens to CC, and then where will the league be? Well, the league is going to be exactly where it was before CC. Okay, that's it. It's not her responsibility to carry the league. All right,
Hey, man.
that's where they're going to be, bro.
Let me tell you something. People gonna start losing interest, bro, because I came over here for entertainment basketball, man. And if I feel like that, it's a whole bunch of
Exactly.
people feel like this. This lady right here is taking this girl out of her game, bro. This is not the CC. CC need to have a better shot selection. I agree, but I ain't saying don't shoot threes, bro. Your job as a coach is to get her open looks, man. Steph Curry don't shoot all. Do y'all watch Golden State? He don't shoot all contested threes. A lot of them should just be open because they're
Yeah, but
running.
sometimes they just don't fall. Even if they
Bro,
screen for
I
her
don't
and
care
give
if
her
they
a
don't
shot.
fall. I don't care if they don't fall. I'm not worried about her shots not falling. I want her to keep shooting. I ain't worried about that.
no,
I just
like
want her shot
junkie,
selection to change.
Yeah, but those
like
turn into turnovers, man.
I'm not saying like she need to stop shooting. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like when it's not falling that night, you have to touch the paint. Like go
Yeah,
inside, get a layup, or like go inside, make the defense like crumble on you and push it out for someone. That's all I'm
you,
saying. Like she's a good triple shooter. She has to
how
shoot
many
them,
times?
but I'm
Yeah, how
saying
many
she need
times?
to touch the paint.
How many times have we seen her take the ball from basket to basket and run by everybody like they were standing still? We can't. She's got other skills too. She's got
But
to start using them. Yeah, I'm sorry.
but
Go
that
ahead.
no, I was just going to say that was my point with the rest of the team. What happens is everybody, as soon as she gets anywhere near when the shots aren't falling, she goes to go for the two. But what happens is her team just stands under the rim and watches, and you know how they're physical with her, and she's trying to get through, which throws her off and everything else. So
Because they don't expect that from her. There's shots. Say, hey, she taking it to the hoop. Yeah, she is in front of everybody, and she drops it in and she runs back to the other side.
And
And one more
Juice,
thing.
Juice 9100. He say, that's the problem. Support the league and its players, or there won't be one. Plenty of good players
Uh,
in this league. What's up with that mindset? Hey man, I didn't watch the WNBA, bro. I came over here because I seen CC and her how entertaining it was. Now since I've been over here, I realize there's other players in the league that get busy, but you know what I mean. I can't. Asia's a good player, but Asia game is boring to me. You know what I'm saying? Even today,
I'll answer his question. What's up with that mindset? Easy, bro. I'm a new fan, right? Like 55% of the league is because 55% of the league fell out when CC was out for a couple of weeks. All right. And the fact is, we're not WNBA fans. We're Caitlin Clark fans. All right. We'll support the league, yeah, when they play. And now I support all the other players that CC introduced me to, and I watch them because I don't just watch Fever games. I watched 3 games today.
So
Okay.
so look, from
I ain't gonna lie. I don't watch.
what I'm gonna say about that is that, yo, worry about your fan base, bro. We CC fan right here, so we're gonna support CC. Like, if the other girl, the other fans need to watch them play. Like, you can complain about us watching our player plays. Like, we ain't gonna do that.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
all
and
I'm
there
gonna
wasn't a
say.
league. There wasn't a league before we got here.
You know.
yeah,
Okay, they were losing $50 million a year every year. Last
yeah.
year, CC alone bought $53 million alone attributed to her on top of what they used
Yeah.
to make.
Like,
Okay,
Hey,
Can I
and
say?
she
Can I?
bought 30.
Can I? Can I
Hold on,
say something?
real quick. After this, right here, because I got another super chat. Tony D. So hashtag LA Dodgers fans ban hashtag ice. Uh,
What?
Tony D. I wanna address what you're saying, but I don't know. Um, what do you guys know what he mean by this
Yeah,
hash?
yeah, he's talking about ice rated the Dodgers game.
Oh! I didn't know that. I didn't know that. They did. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they was waiting for them in the parking lot.
They
For
arrested
real?
Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, they couldn't do that in New York though. They tried in New York, they're gonna get smoked.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I didn't know that. Hey, I didn't know that, but he said it. I didn't know that. Hey, thanks for the super chat again, man. Hold on real quick. Let me get I think I seen something else in here. Uh, I guess that was it. He said, we can't support who we want to support. Yeah, most definitely. Please tell us something we don't know. Let me get some of these comments, bro. I don't want to just, you know what I mean? I like to keep everybody involved. The rotation and which players in the game is the biggest problem to Caitlin and Boston are the two best two-man game in the league. Hey, I agree with you. Hey, 6-8 Whiskey, what up?
Hey, what's up, boys?
Speak up a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got me?
Yeah.
All right. I just wanted to drop 2 cents, I think they just got an issue with their play and on a defensive end. I think Clark in particular might be a little bit flat-footed, and I think opposition teams are picking up on that more and more, and they're putting pressure on her on that offensive end, and that makes her a little slow on her offensive end. It could take a little something from her shot, and that's a problem for them. They have to figure out a way to get the offense moving out of this simple pick and roll motion with Boston. Like, that was the most successful thing they did today. It was a beast. Boston was a beast. But in the end, I don't know if that's going to be enough to carry them all the way. She can straighten out her game. She's going to be a great shooter. She's always a great shooter. But her defense and the team's defense, they got to sort that out. They can't keep up. They can't stop them. And if they can't keep up with the scoring, it's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Exactly, bro.
I agree with you, but at the same time, I expect Caitlin Clark to play good defense, but I don't expect her to be the whole offense in the defense. Like I always reference Steph Curry. They hide him on the defensive side of the ball, bro. You know what I'm saying?
One question. Junkie, one question.
Hey, hold on. And another thing, Mo Palmer said, Ice said it never happened. So I don't know. Tony D, Ice said that never happened. I don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying what they said in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, quick question. If a
they
point
don't
guard,
want her on the defensive end. You don't want her working on the defensive end, but that's what the opposition is doing to her. That's exactly. They did it to Jordan. They do it to every team. Does it to the opposition. The greatest player on the opposite team, you want them to work. If you can get them to work, that helps.
Yeah.
I have a question. If a point guard has above average blocks and steals for her position, does that make her bad on defense?
But like you can have steals and stuff and still not be a good defender. You know what I mean? That means just, you know what I mean?
Blocks and no, above average, way above average blocks and steals for her position. Does that make her?
I know where you're going with this. We're not gonna sit up here and act like CC is the best defender, man. Come on, we gotta.
No. It's just a simple question. Does that make her? I'm not saying if it makes her a good one. I'm saying does that make her a bad defensive player? And
no, it doesn't make her a bad defender. But like I said, there was particular plays where she was driven to the post. She forced the stop. She did it. It was successful. She stopped the play. But when the adjustment came from the offensive player, she's flat-footed. And that's because she's a little tired. And I don't know if that's because she wasn't ready to come back or her quad is still bothering her. But there's certain positions that the offensive players are just one step quicker than her.
Yeah,
it's okay to say it. It's okay to say the truth. Caitlin doesn't want to play defense. It's okay to say it.
Bro, that ain't true, bro. You got all these conspiracy theories, man. That ain't true. Hey, Stacey went to the game. She said, we went to the game today and left before the game was over. There is something wrong with Clark. I don't know if she's sick or still injured. Let me address that real quick. To me, I don't like to make excuses. If you on the basketball court, you healthy enough to play. That's just how I look at it. You know what I mean? And that's just how I feel. She could be hurt or injured, but she wasn't hurt or injured when she came back from the Liberty shooting 3 threes in 38 seconds. So I can't use no excuses, bro. You know what I mean? We got to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? It might be something wrong, but I don't know.
If she's hurt, she's supposed to tell the coach, yo, I'm not feeling right for the team. I'm going to take a seat. So it's either it's her fault or it's the coach's fault.
But look, like Caitlin on defense, like there's a simple fix for that, man. We have to go 2-3 zone. Like try and hide her, like you said, Junkie. Try and hide her like on the weak side, and then that should do it. But even our zone defense not good, so ain't no way we can really hide Sissy for that. If we need a stop, then we're gonna have to take her out of the game, bro. Like that's all it is.
I just want to say one more thing, and I'm gonna hop off if I may. And I know Courtside is gonna disagree with this. You know what? A big part of the problem.
Who is this talking, man? Let me see who
this is PP. Caitlin is, whether you agree or disagree, it's fine. Caitlin is feeling herself a little bit too much. Caitlin is slowly turning into, I believe she's already turned into, a circus performer. Okay, she lives and dies by the logo 3. She's not a one-trick pony like a lot of people say, but she feels pressure from her fans to give at least 1 or 2 logo 3s every game. That is why when the 3 is not falling, like last game and this game, she'll just keep chucking it up there, and instead of driving to the rim and whatever. And you know what? People are gonna lose interest because the team is gonna keep losing. I'm not putting it all on her, but I'm saying stop shooting the freaking 3 if it's not falling.
She didn't just keep chunking up threes, bro. It ain't like she checked out the game. She still was doing assists, bro. How many times have you seen Kobe, Jordan, or some of these great players go 0 for 10 and then hit the game-winning shot? Stop it, bro. It wasn't like she was just jacking up threes.
Junkie. But like,
hey, Junkie, you need to check out the post-game interview.
I played it right now. For who? For what player? Hold on.
No, for the Fever.
Send me the link. Put the link.
Sounds like she's supposed to...
Put the link.
Okay, I'll look for the link.
Put the link in the private chat. Hey, hold on real quick. He said, if I focus, Juice 9100, he said, if I focus on supporting one player and not the league, then my mindset is fucked up. This is a league full of women, not one but many. If we don't support these women, we will never get. They will. Women, we will never get what they deserve. Check this out, man. I understand you, and I agree with you, but at the same time, I look at it like this. If I go to the movie theater, it's a whole bunch of movies in there. I'm gonna go to the one I want to see. I don't care. I don't want to support the other ones. I want to go to what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? Like people support, like you support whatever you want to support. I don't like the WNBA. Like, hold on, bro. I came over here for Caitlin Clark, bro. I keep it real, bro. I didn't watch the WNBA, man. I did it.
Hey, Juice. Every time one of your other players plays against CC, they get a million eyes on them. CC is supporting these players. Every player that watches CC watches the other players too. Okay.
Hey, hold on. I got another super chat. Hold on, real quick. Tony D, man, he's showing all kind of support today. You know what I'm saying? He say most Americans know immigrants built USA. MAGA knows, but will not. I do not know. Colt. A lot of these things I don't know how to answer, man. You know, I want to answer them, man, but I don't know how to.
Off topic.
It's facts. Off topic. Let's move on.
You know what I mean? But I don't want to just like skip over it. He's showing love to me in the channel, you know what I mean? But I don't know how to answer some of the questions.
But you can't buy your way into changing the conversation of the topic, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I respect that. I respect the support. It's not my channel, bro. My bad. I'm gonna step off.
No, it's all good. I just like when people support, because I don't ask for it, man. I try to get everybody comments as much as I can. When somebody's showing love, I try to, but I don't know how to answer it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to answer that question. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with him.
Most Americans, I guess what he's saying is immigrants built the USA. That's a topic that I don't get into the political stuff and all that. But MAGA knows, but will not. I do not know. Colt. Hey man, shout out to you for supporting the channel, bro. And if you have something else that I can address, I will, man. But I really don't know how to address that. He said immigration is illegal. Go ahead, bro. Who I don't know who was talking. Was it Patty?
Yeah, no, I just want to say, yo, Tony D, I'll talk politics with you all day. You can super chat me.
He said, Patty said, can't get the link, but go. Okay. Hey, chat. Did anybody got the link for the press conference? And I'll pull it up. If you put it in the chat,
give me a minute. Hold on.
Put it off in the private chat, and I'll pull it up. Where the live at? What do you mean, Mo? Where's the live? The link? If you want the link, is that what you're asking? I'll put the link in the chat.
Let me turn my mic off.
Hey, the link is in the chat, Mo. I don't know if that's what you were asking, but if it is, I'll put the link in the chat right now. You know what I'm saying? They said we talking
28 points, 28 points off of turnovers given away. Like that's an issue. That's not just the defensive team fouling, being too aggressive, hacking. That's just an overall issue. Like I know a lot of people have this narrative that she's picked up end line to end line, harassed the whole way, but she's not. If you watch that game today, she was picked up one-on-one from the line. Once she got over the halfway line, the Fever got into their post positions. So they ran the pick and roll with Boston. Vegas switched, Wilson switched, and stayed one-on-one. She sat on Clark.
This joint got a chat.
Clark at all.
Right.
Like
what
that's
up?
MVP play. That is MVP play.
Hey, but they we gotta accept that. We gotta go into every game knowing that's how they gonna play her. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Junkie, I put the link. Junkie, I put the link up for you, bro.
Hey, Mo Palmer, what up? Where's it?
I put the link in the chat.
In the private chat?
No, in the main video chat.
Let me see. What up,
Okay,
Mo Palmer?
I'm putting in a private chat now.
All right. What's up with you, bro? What you got on this, homie?
Camera access. I'm trying to get in.
I hear you. You on. I got you. I hear you.
Okay, you're on, bro.
Who on?
You are. You on. Mo Palmer, you on.
Shit. Yeah, this isn't me, huh?
Yeah,
I'm trying to comment now. Oh, I don't know. This is my first time using this shit.
It's all good. We hear you. We hear you loud and clear, bro.
Yo, do y'all notice how many free throws they took in the first half?
Hey, the Fever didn't take none.
Exactly, yo. That ain't yo. That right there is a problem. Who ain't driving to the hole? I mean, I seen Alexi and what's her name, Kelsey here and there, but Lexi and sometimes Kelsey sometimes Lexi and sometimes Caitlin. Other than that, of course Aaliyah. But other than that, ain't nobody else getting to the hole. How y'all ain't putting no pressure on these people? Y'all in foul trouble third quarter. Y'all going in foul trouble. Here ain't nobody driving to the hole. They killing y'all on free throws. That's how they that's how they score most of their points. Every time they turn around, they was at the free throw line. And ain't nobody going through the free throw line for the Indians and the Fever. But yeah, you supposed to win like that? When the outside game ain't working, push that shit inside. Make them foul you. Even if you don't get the and one, make them foul you. Get to the line. Do something.
Facts,
All that.
facts, facts.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
I got you,
yo.
man.
I'm
Yeah,
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
I feel you, man. Hold on, real quick. Let me check this out. We're gonna check this out real quick.
I think the little things, we've kind of just shot ourselves in the leg consistently doing that. We turn the ball over. We foul a lot. Those are just easy points for them. I don't know how many points they had at the free throw line tonight, but I think they had 18 off of our turnovers, and that mostly falls on me. That falls on me as our point guard. I think I have to really get us into stuff, especially in the fourth quarter. We didn't do a good job of taking care of the ball. I didn't. So I think just starts with me and just getting better in that. And I feel like we're really close to being really good. And I think that's what's kind of been frustrating about these few losses. And I think for us today, I think this is much different than the Golden State loss. I think Golden State, we just got straight up outplayed and, out hustled. Tonight we did things really well for a good portion of the game. I thought we executed in our scout in the ways that we wanted to. And, down the stretch, we just really couldn't find a way to get it done.
What's the challenges in kind of offensive flow today? Both teams seem to have a tough time.
Yeah. I thought we executed really well in the first half. I thought we did a tremendous job of making them pick and choose out of the ball screen if they're going to play drop. AB's going to have a field day, and that's exactly what she did. She was able to get just naked rolls to the rim and be able to finish. And then they made an adjustment in the second half and kind of clogged it a little bit more, and we weren't quite able to get exactly what we.
Hey, chat. Does she sound like she got a sick or something? I don't know, man. I ain't making no excuses, man. Hey, listen, man.
You keep saying that. Everybody says I'm not making excuses for that.
No, listen.
Hey,
Hold on.
not making excuses, man. Come on.
Hold on. You asked the question. Check this out. In the other interviews, she was coughing a lot. She's not doing it this time.
I don't know, man. Hold on real quick. Let me get back to it, man. I don't know, man.
We wanted there. I thought at times we could have played a little bit faster, and I think that's on me, not conceding in that. We still got to play up tempo. We still got to play fast. But I thought for the most part we did a lot of stuff that coach wanted us to do, and that wasn't why we lost.
Caitlin, I believe you're 1-7 from 3 over the past 2 games.
Mm-hmm. No, there's going to be stretches that are really good, and there's going to be stretches that aren't as good, and obviously it's frustrating. You want them to go in, and even tonight I felt like there was a few that felt really good off my hand, and it just didn't go down. And even the mid-range jump shot to start the fourth quarter and the 3 to start the fourth quarter, they both felt good off my hand. So it's just it's just frustrating. And I think for the challenge for myself going forward is just continue to pour into every other aspect of the game, and I can continue to have an impact in, all those other areas. I thought I got to the rim well. It was just, certainly a tough shooting night, and, you got to find a way to continue to shoot and remain confident in myself, because I know I've put the time in. But for me, I don't feel like it's, anything that's off necessarily. But it'd be nice if they went down.
Aaliyah, you guys are on day 2 of this road trip. You guys have a lot of games coming up.
Hey, man, I'm making excuses. Hell no, I'm making excuses. CC sick, man. CC sick, man. Hey, chat, I don't give a damn. I'm making excuses.
No excuses.
I mean,
Nah,
you
no
know,
you're
I
right.
did
You're
excuses.
handle
right.
She
on
she's
No,
the
no,
blaming
no.
herself for
Amen.
He's
this.
he's
Amen.
right.
I did handle
Courtside
the
is right.
sniffle.
Amen.
Courtside, you're absolutely right. Did you see the way she adjusted her headband? I think she's got tuberculosis.
Hey, you crazy.
Absolutely.
Hold on real quick. I got a super chat, man. Hey,
What?
man. Hey, hold on real quick, bro. Hey, I'm making
Got
excuses, man.
shingles.
Hey,
And the way she
Junkie, watch.
shifted in her chair, that's got to be a hemorrhoid. For
Hold
sure.
on,
For
hold on.
sure.
Hey,
Put money on that.
hey,
Hey,
hold
I
on,
hear
man.
pregnancy.
Hey,
I've heard
Yeah.
pregnancy, so I don't know.
no,
I
Yo,
heard that one too.
yeah,
hey, shout
yo.
out to Music Mindset.
Yo.
Music Mindset. I see you in the back, bro. I'm gonna pull you up right now. Ken Carson, shout out to you for the super chat. He said, "Junkie, watch. I see is a broken young lady and well coached white. God, what the fuck you wanted to feel good now? Do you? Hey, you know how I feel about Stephanie White. I'm ready for her to get her ass up out of here, man. Did I hear CC coughing right now? Who's that coughing? I'm ready for her to get
That's
CC up
me,
out of
my
here.
dude.
I'm ready for him to. I know.
Me.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing with you. Yeah, I'm just trying to play. Hey, but I'm ready to get Stephanie White up out of here, Kent. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna
Yeah,
finish the
I
rest of this
feel
little
you.
interview, then we're gonna get back to it. Hold on, real quick. Hey, shout out to you again, Kent, for the super chat. Let's see what Boston had to say.
The rest of between, which is focused right now for this group in terms of stuff on the court as well and trying to get
Yeah, just making sure that we're taking care of our body, taking care of each other, and then for us, our focus is Seattle.
Man, y'all heard her coughing, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on, man. Hold on,
No,
man.
no, there it is.
No, not sick. Baby bump.
Hey, man,
Hold on.
CC sick, man.
I mean,
I
I can
said
hear
it.
it in her
No, listen,
voice
I
though.
said
Real
it.
talk.
Yeah, no,
I can hear it in
in
her
every
voice. I can hear.
in every interview.
Yo, real talk. I can hear like a sniffle in her voice. I mean, it
Hey,
ain't
bro.
no full blown, but yeah, I can hear something in her voice.
Another
Just
thing
ripping
Real
too,
talk.
bombs in the
I
locker
seen
room. That's all. Just
CC
ripping them.
usually running, bro. She used to just run. That's her style of offense, right? I seen her bent over, tired, holding her breath, all this stuff up off in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got it. I'm gonna let this play the rest of it, and we're gonna get to it, man.
Can't look too far ahead because Seattle's right around the corner. So just making sure that we look at this game, what Seattle does, how we want to play, make sure we are just prepared because obviously they're a good team, and so we have to make sure that we're ready for that.
Caitlin, I know you see this everywhere you go, but how do you feel when you walk into a opposing arena and you see all these young girls and young boys wearing your jersey?
Man, who care about
You know,
that?
with signs for you and stuff. I mean, how does it, as a person, how does that make you feel to see that away from home?
Yeah, I mean, I obviously really, really appreciate it. Like a lot of people spend a lot of time and money to be able to see us play just one time. So that's never something that gets old. And I think it's always a good reminder for myself if, I have a tough day like today or, whenever, it's just like there's so many people that are there supporting you and love watching you play basketball. And at the end of the day, that's why you do it, because you can inspire a lot of young girls. So just really thankful for those people that continue to show up and support our team and, love on my teammates. So it certainly isn't something that ever gets old.
At what point, this question is for each of you, at what point the two-woman game between the two of you was like working amazing in the first half, and later on the third, at what point do you know like this is gonna work?
When do we know?
When we
I
watched
think
film.
Yeah. We know
So
it was
we
gonna
scout,
work.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. That's enough of that, man.
Did you hear that, Courtside? Courtside, did you hear that? Did anybody else catch that? When she said, I appreciate that, the way she rolled the R a little, that's early onset Parkinson's. My granny May had it. I know it. I know of what I speak. That's early onset Parkinson's. That's how Michael J. Fox
wow.
Man, you tripping, bro. Hey,
Hey,
Music
man.
Mindset.
Hold on. Seriously?
Yeah.
Hold on. Seriously? Her voice is froggy. Her voice is
Yo.
froggy.
Hey, Music Mindset.
Yeah, it's like a cold.
Hey, Coach Side. Hey, man, great panel you have on, man. I'm serious, bro. Everybody talking some good shit, man. But this boy said this lady got tuberculosis, Parkinson's. Hey,
You giving her everything,
let me
but
say, hey, man, everybody tapped on some really good stuff, man. And man, I watch the game I always watch the games, man. And I seen somebody in there talking about support the league. Look, man, one person can only support so much of this league, man. I like who I like. I rock with who I rock with. I spend money who I spend money with. And I rock with CC. I rock with the Fever. All right. And by doing so, it's brought so much money. They're not flying Southwest and Spirit no more. All right.
So he need to shut that down. But let me say this to everybody in the panel, man. I know what CC problem is, man. I got the problem.
It's
They
not
did a
tuberculosis.
no, it's not TB, bro. It's not TB.
Not the
No,
baby
it's
bump?
not. No, it's not the baby. And you know what? Who the baby bump thing? Yo, all right. But listen, check this out. During the game, they did going in commercial. They did a B-roll where they show like different clippings. They showed Wilson dancing before the game when it was warming up. But I caught something, and I caught it real good. See why CC is missing these shots, man. CC is hitting the weights before the game, man. She's on the weights, bro. She's pumping weights, like going over her head, hitting the weights, cause she knows she's gonna get a lot of contact, but it's messing her shot ups, bro. It's making her arms heavy. You can't hit weights before the game. She
Hold
was
on, hold on,
hitting
hold
the
on, hold on,
weights.
hold on, hold on, hold on. You actually seen that?
Yes, sir. It was. Listen, bro. I told you I don't miss nothing. I got some other shit for you
Hey,
too.
chat. Hold
That
on.
would
I'm
Yeah,
make
gonna
it
yeah,
get
she
you.
make
does that
that would make
before
the
the game and
ball
after the
lighter.
game, though.
Chat. Hey, they saying it's true. Anybody got
I
a
mean,
clip of that?
if so,
Hey, anybody got
if
a clip of
so,
that? Put it in there, man.
yo, hold on,
I
hold
want
on,
to,
hold on,
I
hold on.
want
If
to.
so, that will make the ball lighter, which is why the ball is, you know what I mean? The bang instead of going
Yo,
in, the
see,
ball
bro.
is bang.
Listen. She's shooting air balls, my guy. Bro, when I seen that, I play ball. My brothers play ball. That's the problem, man. Because she's trying to bulk up on before every game because she's getting a lot of contact. But bro, it's affecting her shot. And don't worry about it because I'm going on IG and I'm going in her comments and flit up and I'm telling her, get off the weights. Let the weights go. It's messing up her shot. And another thing, let me hit y'all with this. Bro, listen, man. CC is playing with a few players that don't like her, bro. I seen Kelsey,
That's a
man,
fact.
roll her eyes. I seen Kelsey roll her eyes at CC, bro. Like they not playing with love, bro. CC trying to be optimistic. She trying to be the bigger person. She trying to be a
Yep.
good person. But bro, sometimes you gotta let that go. Bro,
Preach.
she's playing with a bunch of y'all. I
Preach.
heard you guys say it. She's playing with a bunch of old players that's slowing her down. For some reason, I feel like they sabotaging her. They
For
trying to
sure.
Or
dim
get
her.
so
They
low
trying to,
both
No,
times.
bro. They trying to dim her light
They
to
did it
turn.
first. They
They
did
no,
it
listen,
last
no,
season.
yo,
no. They're
They
not
did
listen.
it
trying to do
They
last
that.
no,
season.
no, no.
First half of the season, they did it last season. How many
They
times
did
did they
it
play
last year.
against
They
her
doing
last
it this year.
season? How many
Bro,
times did they
This
you
brother,
freeze her
this
out
brother's
last
right.
season?
This
Erica
this
man,
brother's
Williams,
right.
listen, man. They
they
trying
I
to
got
freeze
a
her
listen.
question
They
out.
for y'all.
listen,
I got a
bro.
question for
They
y'all.
listen.
I got a
Hey,
question.
man,
Hey,
listen.
music. I gotta let somebody rebuttal you, bro.
Yeah,
I got,
sounds
I
good.
got something. I got
Stanley
something.
Stanley said, "How do you explain her doing the same thing against New York? Because she went off against New York."
We
What do
don't
Adrenaline.
you? What do?
listen, bro. We don't know if bro. I didn't listen. If I wouldn't have seen, I wouldn't have known. I don't know if she did it before New York. I just know I seen her doing it before Vegas. All right. Now the question is to her and to the team: has she been doing the weights? I don't know, bro. I'm not in that locker room. I'm not backstage, bro. I just seen what I seen, and she was in the weights. Is that the problem? I don't know.
They
No,
pan with her doing weights before the game and after the game a few times already. And
that's
that New
not
York
not an
game,
issue.
she said it
That's not
herself.
an
It was
issue.
all adrenaline.
That's not an issue. Getting warmed up, going through
It
a
is
warm
for
up
girls though.
process,
It does make your
going
Man,
through
you
hands,
can't hit no weights
going
heavy.
through
before
a
no
warm up
game, dude.
process,
One at a
going through
time.
a warm up
Everybody
process.
stop. One at a time. One at a time.
Going through a warm up process is what it is for each individual player. Some players just get on a bike. Some players do push ups. Other players run
Oh
sprints.
man.
Other players lift some weights. Now,
Okay.
we have to remember before we continue
Okay.
that she did have a quad injury. And one of the things that can affect your shot most are your quads. So
Hey,
we
but
need
she
to
got
realize that there could be some
Man,
mental
she
side. You
came
get
back from
hurt,
that, man.
that's
you
in your
can't.
head. Even if you are healthy, the fact that you had an issue jumping could still be in your head when you're jumping. So it
Somebody
could
has
be
an
a
echo, by the
complete
way.
mental thing.
Yeah, somebody got. Hey, whoever that is, turn your YouTube off.
Please, low, yo, Mike.
It's you, man.
You know
Hey,
what
man.
though? This brother said something key. There is
Hey, hold on, bro. You got an
definitely
echo. You got an echo, bro.
there is definitely friction. Not me.
It's you. It's you.
Mute everybody. That's how we'll know who.
Go ahead. It's you, Graylin. Hey, turn your YouTube off, bro. Hey, I don't want to make excuses, bro, because she had a good game against New York, bro. I'm with the chat on this one, bro. I'm with the chat on this one, man. Hey, if she lifted weights, I don't know if she lifted before New York. I don't know. I didn't see it. I didn't even see today's. But I do think because the difference between Caitlin and most women that play in the league, if you look at their shot, Caitlin actually shoot a jump.
Oh man,
she shoots a jumper. A lot of women they shoot set shots, bro. So I think if it's her legs, bro, she's not getting enough flick on her underneath her shot, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna make no excuses, bro. If I'm gonna make an excuse, I'm gonna say she's sick, man. Because I heard her call.
Listen, if it's not the weights, then it's TB. She got tuberculosis, then, or she got bronchitis. because, bro, she's tired as hell. She is tired, bro. She can't catch a win. I say when they played the Valkyries, I was like, yo, why is she looking so flat and slow? What did she eat? Did she do too much press after the game? Look, man. Bro, we can come up with every scenario in the book. CC don't look right, bro, and I don't know what's wrong. I just seen her doing the weights, and bro, when I seen doing the weights, my discernment, I say, yo, that's those weights.
If you look at her stats, she shoots worse and plays worse when she has a shorter amount of a rest period. And like I said, the fact that she's going through a spurt of games, she's not getting as much rest as she'd like. Maybe that's just throwing her shot off a couple of inches. But as far as her teammates not being there for her, it's hard to believe as a human being playing a professional sport that you're intentionally going to undermine your own personal success.
I've seen it.
I seen it in real time, bro. I mean, listen, I mean, yeah, listen, yo, bro. I'm in the entertainment business, man. I done been in singing groups, and bro, it happens. They sabotage. Brothers don't want to do the right harmony notes because they mad because they're not singing leads. You go in the studio, $80 an hour. You go in there, we done practice. Nah, bro, it happens, man. Man, I see jealousy all over those girls' face, bro.
That's when you think you're just as good as a singer.
Somebody rolling their eyes and want us to lose is two different.
Come on, dog. We seen it last season. We seen it last season. We ain't see it at the beginning half of last season. Even Matt Barnes had to call her team out where they weren't her teammates like they were supposed to. We seen it last season, and the only reason that it came back is because one, the girls on the Fever, they fell for the narrative. They fell for the bullshit. And when they got to All-Star, they seen how many people really fuck with Caitlyn. They were shocked.
What's happening again, though?
I think we're starting to get away. We're starting to get away from the reality. We started this conversation in a reality. The reality of the conversation is that this team is not playing well. This team is not playing well. That's the reality we're in. We're not talking about players disliking other players. We're not talking about Angel Reese. This is about this team not executing. It has nothing to do with the rest of the league or the WNBA.
Well, then you can see Caitlyn not wanting to play with Howard, though, right?
I was here too.
She always skips over Howard, passes the ball to Aaliyah down at the post, and Howard doesn't give it back to her up the key and throws it down below.
They did it last season. They did it to her last season. You see how many times she was throwing her hands
on-court
up?
mistakes, second guessing shots or passes, not making the right read. That's a part of sports at every level.
When people
but that was also coaching. She said that she played what coach wanted, right?
A person not making a layup, you can't call that sabotage. It happens all over the place. Like in the end, one of the issues for Clark in her passing is that she has a tendency of putting her players in very tight spots. Great pass, beautiful pass. If this player converts, that's a beautiful conversion. But they're in a spot with multiple defensive players collapsing, multiple hands being active, and they give up the ball. It happened multiple times today. It happened multiple times in the last game. They need better.
I got something to say about that.
Hold on, quick. Hold on, let's go in order. I want to get everybody's opinion, bro. Mo Palmer, you ain't said nothing. What up, bro? What you think about that?
I've seen it, man. I see. I know what it is. You can't. Somebody else talking to me. This is my voice.
No, Junkie, you gotta mute everybody, Junkie.
Because I hear
All right.
echoes.
All right, hold on.
If you don't have a moderator, you need one, bro.
Go ahead, Mo.
My thing is now, I wouldn't. I can't really. I can't really call what the girls are far as this team right here. And why I say that is because the other night when she did the what's the name to Natasha, you see Natasha's sister said something on Twitter, and understand that they they feel. You think they don't get flack? You think they don't get flack? I mean, I see it on Twitter. So I know they get the earful from us. I know they get it. Which they how can I say it? They would rather I'm gonna be honest with you. They would rather not be successful than be called what they being called. And I'll leave it at that. Far as them sabotaging her and anything, I mean, I can see, just like I said last season, I can see her throwing her hands up when the play is called for her and they wouldn't throw her to play. You can tell when the play is for her because she throws her hands up and they continue to do what they do, not passing her the ball or freezing her out. I mean, we seen it last season. And to think that these people, like he said, and when I say these people, I'm talking about thinking. I ain't talking about nothing else but the way they think. These people, they would rather, it burn before it be her.
On her team, you talking about her teammates?
That go for that league. That go
Oh,
for
the
that
league.
league.
I agree with you on the league. I agree
They
with you
would
on the league.
rather it burn. They would
Well,
rather it burn than it be
her
her.
team too.
Who did
Her team too.
I'd
team
rather.
team team or team or opposition? They would rather it burn before
Yep.
it is her.
Right, I
Yep.
got you.
I've
Well,
walked far.
now you know. What you got on that, man? Now,
Man, I'm only gonna say one thing, man. If that's the case, bruh, then it's all fall on the coaching staff, bruh. They have to let them other players know, like, yo, CC is the motor of this team. Like, if y'all don't like it, y'all can get up out of here, bruh. That's all I gotta say about that.
okay.
You want to?
Pete, I know you got something to say on this. PP, I know you got something to say.
Yeah. Listen, man. This team is clearly divided. There are cliques on this team. You can see it, and you might think this is conspiracy. It might be conspiracy, but I got a theory. Today, Sophie showed up pregame in a T-shirt that said "Tres Leches," which is three
I was gonna
milks.
bring that up.
Yeah,
Which
and
is
you
what?
know what? That could be,
Which is
which
what?
it means three milks. Tres leches is a kind of cake that's very popular, because you use three milks to make it. Anyway, it could be something. It could be nothing. It could be any number of things. One thing, it could be just, you know what? I'm showing solidarity with my point guard. I'm letting the league know, putting the league on notice. Stand with my point guard. Don't fuck with my point guard. It could be that there are different factions in the locker room, black and white, and she's sending a message to the black faction. Okay, it could be that. What nobody can deny, there is friction on this team. It shows on the court for sure. And what the other gentleman before me said, that they'd rather burn it down, I remember Jason Whitlock said something to that effect. He put it perfectly. He said, for example, Asia Wilson, one of those times when she gave me an interview, she tried to dim CC shine, she put up the race. He said, Asia Wilson is perfectly content to burn the whole league down as long as she's the one standing on top of the ashes. This is true of Asia. This is true of a lot of the league. And this is even true of some of CC's teammates. They sabotaged her last year. It was clear to see. And there is
No,
jealousy. I've
no,
said it a
no.
thousand times. Wait, let me just finish. I said it 1,000 times. Kelsey Mitchell never should have been re signed. She and Cece will never coexist and win a title together. Book it, I guarantee it. I'll see you back here when they never win. Why? Because Kelsey is never going to be content being Robin. She wants to be the man. She'll play ball, she'll play along for a little bit, but then she'll revert to old Kelsey, like she did in the playoffs against the Sun last
Facts.
year when she cost them game 2. After Cece single-handedly got them back in the game, Kelsey cost them the game in the last 3 minutes. 3-4 minutes. She wants to be the man. I promise you, Kelsey will probably leave the Fever, whether they want her back or not. She'll probably leave the Fever at the end of the year because one mistake they made was they overglazed her this off season like she was motherfucking Kevin Durant going to the Warriors. Okay? And she's feeling herself right now. And because the new CBA is coming, she's gonna try to ball out so that if she leaves, she can get a max somewhere else. Okay? She and CC they're never gonna win together. Ever. They're never gonna win a title together.
No,
They're just not.
I just disagree. I just disagree.
Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna say something to that, but I'm gonna get the super chat. The thing about Kelsey, certain like today, bro, we would have got blown out. It wasn't for her, bro. She kept us in the game at the end. Now I don't like her dribbling the ball, and I don't like some of her shots, but I can't say that she's. Now I do agree with you. She want her own team. I think she do want to be Batman. I agree with you on that. You know what I mean? But I don't think she's sabotaging. I don't know. Hey, hold on real quick. Hey, shout out to Ken. He said, "Junkie, for all the panel asked this so CC can walk away, have a happy life, and not worry about the shit being said about her health, etc. Think CC will not be rich. I think she already rich, and I do think if she walk away, the league goes down. You know what I mean? But I don't want her to walk away. I just want the league to get this shit right. You know what I mean? I got a video coming today about that shit. But who was next?
Like I was saying, like I don't agree with that really at all. I understand that on teams there could be differences, hateful characters between one and another, but like someone said earlier, that's up for the coaching staff and the leaders of the team. If CC is a leader of that team, she should automatically recognize that. She should understand that. If she can't work through that being the leader of that team, then she has to work that out with the staff. As far as like
she's not allowed to though. They gave that up to the vets. That's the first thing everyone said. The vets were the voices. They're here to teach the youngins.
It excuses their sloppy play. The players that have issues on this team, these issues, they had them before they came to this team. It's not like they showed up better players than they're playing now. They're still the players that they were. And CC is having that same issue. Some of the issues that she had in college are still there. Some of the issues that she had last year are still there. These aren't conspiracies. These are athletes playing their hearts out. And
so what are the issues?
What are sit here and act like they don't do that?
What issues are you referring to? What issues are you referring to? You said some of the same issues.
Like I said, she's.
You there?
He's buffering.
All right. I think he left. Okay, cool. So I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that, man. I do believe that she want to be have her own team. Cause you got to think just the human nature, bro. This was my team. I was the number one option on this team, and then you bring in this rookie and she just take over. So if I'm Kelsey, I probably feel the same way a little bit too. You know what I'm saying?
Why, Kelsey? 4 out of the 6 years before you got CC, you won 5, 6, 5, and 6 games. You never made the playoffs. You only won 13 when you got Aaliyah. So you got nothing to be fucking pissed about, Kelsey.
That's true. And when CC got hurt, you had a time to take over, and y'all was losing games. So
exactly.
I kind of I somewhat agree, man. I can't go against that, man. I don't know. Music mindset.
Mitchell out and Orion.
What's that?
Mitchell out and Orion for next season.
I don't know if I have. No, you got to. If you're gonna replace, if you're gonna replace Mitchell, you got to replace her with somebody who get buckets. I don't think Ari is like a bucket getter. I think she's just a good point guard. I don't think she's no.
If you replace Kelsey, you need some size and defense at that position. You might not get all the offensive production that Kelsey gives you, but you need to. If you could replace Kelsey, you need height because they're a short team. You need height and you need defense because Kelsey is almost as bad, if not worse, than CC on defense. Kelsey might even be worse. Actually, she is worse.
They said the LBGQ stick together. You mean on the team, Tozer?
Period.
Team?
So then what? The friction because of the baby bump rumor? Because that would just prove that they can't swing her to their side.
I like that.
I don't know, man. Y'all got. Hey, this is what we know. Let's talk facts. Let's not talk opinions and all that stuff. Let's talk facts. The facts is The
All
Fever
right, then.
not playing good right now, bro. Can't nobody deny it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I agree with you, Mike G. Kelsey is no number one option, period. I don't give a damn. She's never going to win a championship of her being a number one option. I do not believe that. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
But I believe that CC is not, she don't have the type of attitude that'll go and just take over the team like a Jordan, I don't mean on the court. I mean like to let everybody know this is my team. Like,
They
y'all
not
can
gonna
follow.
have it. They not
Yeah.
gonna have it.
She never
They
had
not
it.
gonna.
Even back in
They not gonna
Iowa,
have it.
she would
They
say that Kate Martin was that.
they not gonna have
Yeah,
it.
but
They not
CC,
gonna
I
Yo,
wish
have
she
it.
can I chime in on this, bro?
I wish she had like a little more hood in her, bro. Because even when the girls dog her, she come out and take up for him. When DJ character hit her in the eye, she came out. Oh, it was nothing. When the girls beat her up, she come out
Exactly.
and said, "Oh, it was just a basketball play." She
And
just
that's a
Exactly.
bad thing she did. That's a
too
bad thing she did.
she too like
John,
yo.
She's too ass kissy.
can I chime
Facts.
in on this, John?
Go ahead.
Number one, Tres Leches came from a post, a meme somebody did of Kelsey. I'm not Kelsey, Sophie, Lexi, and Cece, because all three of them are white and Milk is white. All right, that's where that came up. Spanish guy made the meme up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the conspiracy theories. Um, last year, all the girls were on Team CC. All the girls were on Team CC after the Olympic break. They all came out for her, right? And they all helped her, and she led them. She led them, and they did great. They made the playoffs. But what happened? How did we repay those girls? We kicked them off the team. That's why I always say, man, if they was to win a chip this year, we should send a check to all the 2024 FIBA girls because they're the ones who got them here this year.
Hey, Donnie A said he said White has CC, Kelsey, and Colson at the same time. This can't happen. I kind of agree. Man. You know what I'm saying? I told you guys yesterday the lineup I like, man. You know what I mean? Take Howard out, you know what I'm saying, and CC, Sophie, but then we don't really have a bench, but I don't know, bro. We got to do something. 6A whiskey, what up?
Oh,
Hey,
I'm
what's
not
up?
finished. Can
I
I
got
finish?
disconnected.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, he
Go
can
ahead.
finish. He can finish.
All right. The new girls just played what? They're up 13 games. It's gonna take them at least until half the season to play like the old girls played. All right. Let's be fair. Let's keep everything on a level point of reference here, because we could only compare them to last year's FIBA. Um, Steph is torn between her personal life and her job right now. That's the way I'm seeing it. You know, there's something going on in her life. I know her son had some kind of transgender surgery, and I'm not jumping on that anti-LGBTQ2 elemental P vibe, but her son's having some complications in surgery. That's what's happening there. So she's not in her mind right now with the game. She's not what she's supposed to be in her head. Uh, I don't care what anybody says. Kelsey is still Team CC. She stepped up today. When CC wasn't doing it, she stepped up. She took over, and she did what she should have been doing 6 years ago. But she's doing it now, and I'm good with that. And finally, they lost by 8 points today, single digits, to a two-time championship team that still has most of their roster. They're equal now. They're both, 500. They're literally tied. They both lost the same amount of games, won the same amount of games, whatever. That's
Now,
it. It's crap. It's not like they lost to a sucker ass team. They lost to Asia Wilson and Gray, and come on, and a team
They were 30.
that hasn't been replaced. A team
yeah,
that's been together.
but
Good.
I gotta include the Valkyries loss too. You see, when you put those together, it becomes a problem. If it was just one loss, if we won all the 3 games in a row, then we lost, then I understand what you're saying. This is back-to-back 2 losses, and I think we got Seattle next, right? Then we got Seattle next. So what if we
Yep.
lose 3 in a row?
They
Yeah, but
are
they've
going to
never.
lose 3 in a row.
They've yes. What Patty said. They've never beaten the Aces. The Aces are going to be our white whale. I mean, I would rather if they beat the Aces and they didn't make the playoffs, I might even be happier about that. Joking around. But they've never beaten the Aces.
Yeah,
That's
but
their
the
white whale. That's the one team they
Aces,
got to beat still. They're beating everybody else.
Aces ain't
Don't
been
forget,
playing.
they beat New York twice this year, and I don't. Again, that first game they beat them. I don't care what anybody says. They beat the championship team twice this year. All right, they got all these scrubs trying to take their heads off right now, and like everybody says here, every game is a playoff game, but only for the Indiana Fever. Go ahead.
Hey, Truth said, but the person that was just talking, I think he was talking about either Pete or Grayson, is 100% correct. Kelsey ain't thinking about nothing but getting a bag next season or next year.
He's talking about me, and it's true. This is a contract year for her, for everybody. Everybody's trying to show out.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't think she was going anywhere last year.
Me
I
neither.
really don't. I don't think
Me
she was
neither.
going. Where the hell? Who? What
She bluffed.
What team with vets on it is gonna let her come in there and dribble from one end of the court all the way down to the other? Many shots does she take? Who gonna let her come and I give you an example. You ain't see the girl right there, the Aces, when that girl said she liked to take over in the end of the fourth quarter. Y'all don't see how far. Y'all ain't see how quick she was out of there. The girl, what's her name? Damn, I don't even know. I
The
can't remember her name.
Wilson.
Who?
Wilson.
The one that
No,
CC
no,
stole
no,
off.
no. The one that said she liked to take over at the end of the fourth.
And for the Aces, right?
Yeah, but they got rid of her.
Mitchell.
No,
Kelsey.
not Kelsey Plum.
No,
They got
not
rid of her?
Kelsey. Yeah, black girl.
They played
got
for the
rid of her.
Aces.
Yeah, she was. I don't know if she was college or what. I don't know if she was college or what. But she said she liked to take over at the end of the fourth quarter. What?
I don't know. I don't know who you talking about.
I
Colson?
think
I'll
I think you're
find her for
talking
you.
about Deja Kelly.
Is it Colson?
It might be who?
It might be Deja Kelly. I think it was Deja Kelly.
Deja Kelly.
Kelly. Yeah.
Yeah, Deja Kelly. Yo, said she liked to take over at the end of the fourth quarter. What? What
They could
fourth
take over
quarter?
this.
Oh no, you not. Yo, they got rid of her. Same thing. Yo, you see how quick they got rid of her? Same thing with Kelsey. You're not gonna come in these people's especially these people with these teams and shoot no much as you shoot on the Fever, and you're not gonna be dribbling from one end of the court all the way down to the other, not passing the ball. It ain't happening. So where was she gonna go?
I hear you, but somebody would sign her.
I'm not saying nobody won't sign her, but I'm saying that ain't gonna do nothing but bring more trouble, because who wants to sit and watch you dribble a ball from one end of the court all the way to the other?
I totally agree
When
with
that
you.
ain't
I
how
said
we
a million
play.
times. Yeah.
When that ain't how teams play. She keeps the
You're
ball,
right.
and for some reason, I think she's used to having the team on her shoulders before Caitlin comes. So I'm pretty sure the responsibility might have been between her and Boston, but I'm pretty sure it was on her shoulders a lot. So she hasn't gotten rid of. Excuse me.
No, go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. I want to say something.
Oh, I said I'm pretty sure that's where it comes from. You know what I mean? She's used to having the team on her shoulders, but at the same time, she gotta learn. Yo, it's
You
a
want to
team
win?
sport. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a team.
Let me
You're
ask,
not gonna win it by yourself. So go ahead, I land.
You know,
Go ahead, I landed.
Let me ask you guys this.
Go ahead,
Let me ask you guys this. We all know the Fever ain't playing good basketball. I think that's something we all can agree on. Whatever the case may be, they're not playing. Caitlin not playing like as good as we used to seeing her. None of them are playing good basketball. Let me ask you guys this though: Can the Fever turn this season around? Hey, Micro 100. I don't know. I don't do ads, bro. I don't do. That's on the YouTube side of things. I don't do that. So I don't know.
Absolutely, absolutely, 100%.
Can the Fever turn this season around?
Yeah.
If they ran 500 the whole year, they would make it to the playoffs anyway. But yeah, they're gonna finish way higher than 500.
All right, now
they
you
can
know.
turn it around, and they probably will. But this is not a title team.
All right, now you know. What do you think they could turn it around?
Boston
When I
has a
say,
great player
I think a good season for the Fever this year. I ain't gonna say championship, but they made it to the playoffs last year. They got eliminated first round. I think getting to the second round is a successful season for the Fever.
Like, look,
Yeah, that makes sense.
they're gonna be fine though.
Yeah.
Like they just have to fix some stuff out, but they're gonna be fine. Like I ain't gonna lie, we can say what we wanna say, but this is a pretty damn good team though. They just have to learn to play together. That's it. Like move the ball. Like it's like Minnesota Lynx. Like you see how they play, they move the ball, everybody got the touches and good thing happen. That's the same thing we have to do. Move the ball.
But that's
Uh
all on Reese,
get
though. She gets on those girls' cases.
Yeah, that's why everything I say is all fall to the coaching staff. Like if they can't manage these players, then we ain't gonna be good. We ain't gonna be
You know
good.
what's one
Like
thing that's happening? Nobody's talking about this.
mhm.
Yes, they can turn it around, I agree with you. And yes, they are a good team. But you know what? You know, it's one thing that's happening, and I can guarantee you, they're paying too much attention to social media. My neighbor's blasting fucking Ranjero music.
And
They,
that's
they,
one thing. That's one
right?
thing Christy Sad did last year that was good for us. He made all of them stay away from social media. Cause
Exactly.
that was the problem we had in the first half
Exactly.
of the season. That's the same thing we
Exactly.
gotta do this year. Stay
Because I
away
think
from
what's
social
happening.
media, focus on the team, and we should be good.
I think what's happening is sometimes I would bet money that's what's happening. Sometimes some of Cece's teammates go into social media, Twitter, YouTube. They read the comments. Even Cece does. I don't give a shit if she says I never read it. Yes, every athlete does. Every athlete. And I think some of her teammates read the comments sometimes, like, "Oh, fucking cut Turner. Oh, Howard is ass." Blah blah blah, and they come in feeling. These are females. Let's be honest. This is female nature. They're very emotional. They might come in feeling some type of way the next game. I think there's definitely friction somewhere, and like I said before, it's showing on the court. This is not a team. Now, for the people who are saying, "Oh, Greatland said they need half a season," Greatland, the season is 44 games. How long do you need to gel? You guys were talking championship, and now you're
I would
saying they
agree.
need like 30
I agree.
games to learn to play together. No,
These
that's why I said
management,
before the season, there's no championship this year. And the way they're playing, listen, when Stephanie White said, we're gonna run and gun, Caitlin, blah blah, it's gonna go to Caitlin, we're gonna run and gun, blah blah blah, and then she signs Howard and Bonner, that's when I said no championship, because they got older. They got older and slower.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted Satu Sabali the whole time. I don't know why they get Howard.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
Satu Sabali the
Satu
whole
Yeah.
time.
sucks.
Yeah.
yeah, if they're
Hey,
not
they
Nah.
showing
said
up these management issues
they
or any
said
team
when
I
is
issues,
think
so that's
Satu
make
is overrated.
plus we
I
got
think
Ari
she.
coming back too. They said when
But
is Ari coming back?
Satu is so damn good, bro. I don't care
Yeah.
about
She
other
alright.
lady. She's
Nah, she's
good, bro.
not.
She's
She's
good.
not.
I, I,
And she gets
I think
injured too
Satu is
fast.
overrated. Yeah, exactly. She's
Yep.
injury prone.
It's
Absolutely.
like it's
Just
like
like you
it's
guys
like
are saying,
okay.
Temmie. You know how many games Temmie played last year? The one you wanted to keep? She played 22 games. Okay? She averaged maybe 18 points the
But you know,
most. 6 points, four rebounds.
But you know
Come on.
what was Timmy? But you know what was Timmy? Timmy fucked with Caitlyn. That's what I loved about Timmy. Timmy actually fucked with Caitlyn, whereas the others didn't fuck with Caitlyn. The others wouldn't fuck with Caitlyn.
And
Until
Timmy did.
Temmie left and
Tim,
said that Caitlyn's fans wanted a great white hope.
hey man,
I mean,
Timmy,
Yeah, she
they
did.
probably
She's too
some
much of
to
an
her.
activist for that.
bro.
So
Can
I don't think that shit happened with Timmy on the floor with that shit with Caitlyn the other day neither. I think she do something.
okay.
I don't think Timmy lets that shit happen, bro. Listen,
yo?
bro. We all can agree Timmy wasn't the best basketball player, bro, but she fit the team. They
She was
run, she
first with the
run.
dimes. She was
She fit
first
the
catching
team.
the dimes. It was first Timmy and Caitlyn before it was Timmy and Aaliyah. It didn't
Yes.
become really Timmy. It didn't really become Timmy. I mean, Aaliyah and Caitlyn until it got to the All Star. Before that, it
Then
was
get Tim
Timmy and
in. She's
Aaliyah.
just as good as athlete as Temmie.
But she
She could be
wasn't.
a
But it
rim
was.
runner
But
for
she
her.
didn't want to play with Caitlyn. None of them wanted to play with Caitlyn like that. Last season, they didn't fuck with Caitlyn like that. The only one that fucked with Caitlyn like that was black was Timmy. That's the only one fucked with her. Besides
Hey,
Katie
what's the name
Lou,
did too? What's the name did
who?
too? Wheeler. I think Wheeler
She's
messed with her.
no, no,
Nah,
no, no.
nah.
There was
When she
Wheeler
plenty of
left,
froze
games where
Caitlyn
Vivian
Nah,
out a
Reed
lot.
froze her
nah.
out.
when she left,
Yeah,
I
there
know
were.
what she left. I know what she
Uh-uh.
said when she left, but
No,
I
no,
think
no,
only
no.
Nah.
There were
She
plenty of
froze
games
All
where
right,
Caitlyn
all right,
out.
all right, hold on.
Wheeler froze
Check
her
this
out.
out, everybody. Check this out. For everybody who's saying that they're not going to make the playoffs, they're going to struggle, they're not going to make a championship. I just looked at the last year's record, and this time last year, their first 13 games, they were 3-9, or they were 3-10, I think. So they're doing way better this year than they were
And
last
10.
year. Relax.
They got a better team this year. What you talking about, bro?
hey,
No, they had a better team. Are
hold on.
you
Ah,
crazy,
Hey,
man?
hold on.
They got a
Hey,
way
Greatland,
hold on.
better team this
Hey,
Greatland,
year.
man.
nah,
Greatland,
nah, nah,
Greatland,
nah. Cause the
Hey, hold
Greatland.
first
on.
From
half,
day, let's
one thing, and I'm gonna say this enough. The reason why they was like that last season because of the first half of the season, them girls didn't want to fuck with Caitlyn. That's why they had a
exactly,
terrible first half of the season
exactly.
No,
because them black. No,
they had a hard
no,
record.
no,
They had a
no,
hard record
no.
too, man. They had
No.
a hard
They did
record. They
not.
had a
No,
they had a They had a hard
No,
schedule too, bro.
They were dropping passes on purpose.
They was not dropping passes. They was
Yeah, those
letting
passes
passes
went
go.
through the
They was
hands.
letting passes go. They did
That's
not
just too
fuck with
Exactly.
much. That's
Caitlyn
just too
last
much in
year.
the
The
sauce.
only black person that fucked with
That's
Caitlyn
just too
is
much.
Kimmy. Then you got Lexi, and then you got Katie. What was her name? Katie Lou, not Katie Lou. Katie Lou Samuels. Them three right there that really fuck with Dantas here
Hey,
and
hold
there.
on. Let me say something, bro.
Go for it. Go for it.
Bro. All you guys can have your opinions, and I respect all opinions. I don't, it's all good. But I don't know. Y'all making it like on
I
some.
just call it
I
how
don't
I
know.
see it, dog. I
Yeah,
just
y'all
call it
making it
how I
like
see it.
y'all making it almost like a black
You
and
ain't
white thing
see it.
almost. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
It
Like,
been
is.
that. It's been that,
It's
my
been
nigga.
that.
It's been
hey,
that.
Nah,
It's been
nah,
that
this ain't
since
no
her
last
whole
soap
Yo,
year.
opera. This ain't no
it
soap
been
opera.
that.
her whole team.
From the hand in the
Hold on, hold on,
face,
hold on, hold on. I want to make sure
from
I'm
the
hearing
hand
y'all
in the
clear.
face, from the
Hold on,
hand
man.
in
I
the
want to make sure.
face.
I
It
want to
been
make sure.
that.
No, but that's different. That's ain't just a
It's
different. I'm
not.
talking about.
It's not. It's
No,
all the
I'm talking
same
about
shit.
her
Cause
team. Her team.
I
So y'all,
know that, my nigga.
It's
I
been
know
that
that.
on
y'all
her
tell
I'm
team.
saying. I know
Yeah.
On
that.
her team.
Can I
I
Okay,
throw?
know
Let me
that.
who's the
ask
all
guy?
right,
this.
hold on,
Time
hold on,
out.
hold on. This
Time
is
out.
what I
Who's the
believe. This is what I
guy?
believe.
Music
This is what I believe. Hold
mindset.
on, hold
Music
on, hold on,
mindset. Is it music mindset saying no? You disagree? It's
hold
been
on,
like that since last
hold
year, and
on,
I'll prove it to you.
hold on, man. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. We're gonna go around because I want to get
I'm
everybody's
telling
opinion
you.
on this, bro. We gotta talk one at a time though.
Go for it, though.
All right, listen. I understand my opinion. I don't
Go
think
for it.
everybody liked Caitlyn on the team. Okay, we can agree with that. I don't think it was personal though. I think it was this girl is a rookie and she came in with all this stardom. I don't think it was because you cannot like somebody and hate somebody, but you don't hate hate their guts. It's like what you bring. Like a lot of girls in the NBA and WNBA hate Caitlyn. I don't think it's personal. They don't know her. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of
I ain't got like you not to fuck with you. I ain't got like you not to
I
fuck
know,
with you. I can
but what
like
I'm
you
saying.
and still not fuck with you.
I know, but hold on. What I'm saying is this though, bro. I think Caitlyn came in. They wasn't used to that style of ball, bro. They were dropping pass. I don't think they were on purpose though, man. Y'all tripping, man. I don't know if they was on purpose, man. Hey, man, y'all making this like they drop. I
Yeah,
could have
that's too
got.
much. That's too much.
Where were
That's too
y'all
much.
last season? Where were you last season, my nigga?
I watched
You
it
say
all
you
season.
watched it. How
I
you
was there
didn't?
Junkie,
last season.
How you
Junkie,
didn't
can I bring
see
some
it?
numbers?
All
Junkie,
right, man.
can I bring some numbers?
Hold on. We're gonna go around, bro, because I want to get everybody's opinion. I don't know, bro. I
Go
don't think.
for it.
All
I
right, hold
can't
on, bro.
wait.
We're gonna start with Jeff because since he just came in. Jeff, did you hear what they just said?
Uh, just a little bit.
All right,
Just a little bit.
we're gonna come back to you then, man.
Yeah,
We
Yo,
gonna
let
go.
me
Okay,
bring
okay.
numbers.
he can't
Let me bring
comment
numbers
on it.
to
He
this,
ain't
bro.
heard.
Let me bring numbers to this, bro. Real quick. 40% of CC's passes were dropped before the Olympic break.
I don't care about that. Y'all saying it
No,
was
let
on
me finish.
purpose.
Hold on.
All
Let me
right, hold
finish.
on, bro.
I'm not
No,
saying. Let me
you
finish.
changing
All
the
right, go ahead.
context.
Go ahead.
You
Go
changing the
ahead.
context. Y'all saying it
No,
was
no,
on
we're talking
purpose.
about no. I'm responding to what they were saying, what you were saying. I'm directly responding to you, what you were saying about the girls dropping her passes. I'm
But I
not
don't
saying
think
they
it's
did
on
it on
purpose.
purpose. I
Oh
agree.
my God.
I'm telling you, I agree with you.
Okay.
They just weren't used. They weren't used to her game. She was too fast. That's what they literally practice on during the Olympic break. That's where they came off on fire after that, and her turnovers plummeted
Mm-mm.
right after the Olympic
Who
break.
did?
Junk. That's all I want to say. Go ahead. No, because numbers tell the story. Go ahead.
All right, now you
Nobody
know.
drops
Go ahead.
passes are
We're gonna go in order.
ridiculous. Come on, my nigga.
We're gonna go in order. We're gonna go now you know Mo Palmer, Patty. We're gonna go
Hold on. He's down me. 40%, B. 40%. That's a
now
Wait,
number.
wait, wait.
That's not
Let's go in order.
speculation.
Let's go in
No,
order
let me
because I
finish.
hold on,
That's
bro.
not speculation. That's not a feeling. That's a number, bro. You don't believe it? Fine. You go argue with the stats.
All right, cool. Hey, now you know. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if they were doing that on purpose. To be honest, I think like Gritland said, I think they were just not used to Caitlyn passes yet. That's why, like he said, after the Olympic break, they got better at it. Like that's one. And to the other guy point, we can say that too. After the Olympic break, everybody got along with Caitlyn after that. So we can also say that. But like I said, like we last year we didn't have a good team, but this year we do. Like if we can play together, we're gonna be good. That's all it is. That's all I gotta say, man.
All right, Mo Palmer, go ahead, bro.
Barico Pete go.
Mo
Let
Palmer.
be yeah. Let Barico Pete go.
No, go ahead.
all
We're
right.
going to order.
Thank you.
We're going to order. Patty, you go ahead then, Patty.
How? Oh, go ahead.
I mean, as a girl, I'll just say petty jealousy at best.
Yeah, that's from a female. That's from a woman, man. Woman's perspective,
Agreed.
All
man.
right.
She
It
All
ain't
right.
knows.
I'm
hard to
ready.
Patty
tell.
I'm
knows.
ready.
All you gotta
I'm
do is
ready.
peak game. It ain't hard to tell.
All
Peak
right.
Okay.
game.
You ready? You ready, Mo Palmer, or no?
Yeah. I mean,
Go ahead.
I'll say it like this. Will I say on purpose? Nah. I won't
You,
say on purpose, but I will say this. Some shit could have been caught. I will say this. And another thing, if all you had to do was peep from the beginning, and people don't think it all ties in together, because it's the mindset that they had before she got there. When did it start? It started with the Angel Reese. That's when the mindset started that they didn't fuck with her. That's when the mindset started. Because if you don't recall, there were NBA players, Matt Barnes, calling them out where other teams was fucking her up and nobody was doing nothing.
Yep.
None of Let me finish. And then when I land, you run it. Let me land. So, wasn't nobody. Then all of a sudden, they go to the All-Star break. And once again, what do they have? A shocker. Who has a shocker? Aaliyah Boston has a shocker. Kelsey Mitchell has a shocker. And you know who else has a shocker? Christy Sides has a shocker. Why does Christy Sides? If you peep the All-Star game, they wasn't even really fucking when they were taking pictures and Christy Sides out there. They wasn't even really fucking with Christy Sides. Who were they fucking with? Cheryl Miller. And what does Cheryl Miller do? She takes Caitlin Clark, a rookie, and a couple others, and she beats all stars. No, 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 no. She beats Olympians. What is you doing with her? You struggling. And I just beat Olympians with Caitlin Clark. What is going on? You're not playing her
Kaylin and
game.
Enrique, don't forget that.
So when all of a sudden you allow her to play her game, why? Because you see what Cheryl Miller just done with her. And what do? You wait too late. You change, but you waited too late because the census result, we already seen it. We already seen it. The fans got her fired. Not only did they get it fired, but they also got Lynn Dunn fired. Why? Because we seen the shit that was going on and we were calling it out. And then why does Aaliyah Boston get some? And why does Kelsey Mitchell? Because they bought the narrative that black girls didn't fuck with Caitlyn. And what happened? You see John L. Jones do that look at Caitlin Clark. When Caitlin Clark threw that, I don't know who she threw the ball to, but she threw that
Boston.
dime
It
to
was Aaliyah.
somebody. She threw that dime and and John L. looked at her like, what? Like what? Like what? Yo, they loved her. And I tell you another thing. Phoenix was trying to recruit Caitlyn. We knew that before Kelsey said it not too long ago. Why? Because we seen how much they was hanging over Caitlyn. And not too long ago, like a week before that, you got the owner saying he'll do anything possible to have Caitlyn on his team. So when they said that they went
Was it
on
his
there,
GM that said that he would trade their entire team for Caitlyn?
yo,
I think
when
it
he was
was
on there talking
Ishbia.
to Pat
Ishbia.
McAfee, he said he'll do whatever it takes to get her on that team. So to see Sophie and them, all of them hanging around her, Sophie and the other bald
Natasha
head
Cloud.
girl, Cloud, to see them hanging around her, it was common sense that they trying to recruit her. And then you know what? The other two said, damn, we up here treating her like shit. And motherfuckers is trying to take her away from us. We burst straighten the fuck up. And then, like I said, Kelsey, where you going? Yeah, it sounded good, but all this attention that motherfucking Indiana is getting, who the hell wants opposite of that? Don't get me wrong, you can fuck around and be a max player. If not this shit, what she is it now? She's now, right? She
Yeah,
is
the
max
max.
now, right?
Yeah, she got a
So
max.
why they're gonna give it to her? They was going to give it to her, but her acting like she was going to leave. Cause you notice when she said the All Star game, when the All Star game, and she was like, "Hey, that's a good thing. I'm glad. I'm happy for him." That's what Kelsey said when they told her that the All Star game was in Indiana. She said, "I'm happy
Exactly.
for him."
for
She
them.
said,
Yeah.
"Yo, did she? Did she not?" She said, "I'm happy
Yeah.
for him, happy for him." But at the same time, she wasn't going nowhere because once again, where you gonna get that much attention than you get with Caitlin
So
Clark?
so so basically, you're saying I think I get what you're saying, but I was you talked about the league and stuff like that. I agree with you, bro. They did get better after the break. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, because I think they just wasn't used to her game. But I don't think it was personal hate, bro. I just think they were Boston was the number one pick. Kelsey was
Right.
led the college in scoring or something like that, right?
Right.
Do you bring this rookie in here and let's not act like White didn't have a little bit to do with it? You know
They
what I mean?
had everything to do with it, doggy.
I got something for you.
We can say that. But then she got all this praise, all these ratings, all these deals, all this stuff. So I understand,
Like I
bro.
said, petty jealousy.
I get it a
It,
little
it
bit.
happened, and we're talking about women. We're talking. Never forget, we're talking about women. We're talking
Okay.
emotions,
Yeah,
not
well,
logic.
Patty said that too. All right, man. We're gonna go to
Go for it, my dude. Go for it.
you
Thank you.
music mindset. What you got, bro? Music mindset, you there? He ain't there. All right, Pete.
All right. Let me break it down for you. Donnie, first of all, Donnie in the chat said nobody drops passes on purpose. I'm going to break it down with three teammates. I'm going to keep it on the team like you want it. Number one, Melissa Smith. Melissa Smith was a double agent. Her husband, well, her wife, Dejanay, was trying to win Defensive Player of the Year last year. I watched almost every game, not every game. I watched Melissa at least on 3-4 occasions give fouls intentionally to Dejanay, give Dejanay steals intentionally, throw the ball to Connecticut. Every time, if you go rewatch every Fever Connecticut game, you will see Melissa Smith sabotaging her own team, throwing the ball to the. I watched her. She was 3 feet away from a Sun player, and she threw the ball to her. Okay, she did this multiple times. That's number one. That's sabotage. Okay, number two. Matter of fact, Melissa was ready to fight Erica Wheeler one time because Wheeler and Dejanay got into it. And they were on the same team, Wheeler and Melissa. Number two, Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey and Boston love to say how much they love Cece. Kelsey be like C squared. First of all, when Kennedy dropped Caitlin Clark, the closest player to her was Boston, who actually was inbounding the ball. Boston, before she went to quote unquote help CC up, she looked at Kennedy and smirked. Go watch the video. It's on video. She laughed. When Angel backhanded slapped CC and dropped her to the ground, she walked by Kelsey after that, and Kelsey looked at her and laughed with her. Okay? So don't tell me that her teammates aren't on some tribalism bullshit, because I saw it personally. None of her teammates have stuck up for her. Really, the only one so far that has stuck up for her is Sophie. Because last year, to me, drawing in somebody's face is not sticking up. I'm sorry. Okay? Wait. For the people who say they didn't drop passes on purpose, we saw Kelsey on more than one occasion look at the goddamn ball and just let it go by her where she could have caught it. I remember Cece threw her a touchdown pass more than halfway across the court, and she moved to the side and watched the ball go by her and out of bounds. Come on, chat. I know you watched that game. I don't remember against who it was, but everybody made a video on that. Everybody. They were dropping passes on purpose, okay? They were. And a lot of that is jealousy. And you can say it's not personal, but it is personal, because it's one thing to say, damn, man, I've been here, and she comes and she's got all this fame. But when you bring that shit to the court, then it is personal, because you're showing you can't be professional and put that shit aside. Nobody's saying you got to go out to dinner after the game or go grab some drinks. Jordan and Rodman didn't really get along, but on the court, Rodman was a warrior for Jordan. Okay, Jordan once went and got Rodman when he was drunk because they had a game the next day. Okay, and Rodman was out partying. On the court, they put all that bullshit aside and they played as a team. That's what this team doesn't do. And a lot of people don't want to say it because, oh, I'm going to get called racist, whatever. We need to call it what it is. It's black tribalism. Okay? It's black tribalism, period. It's what it is. That's why when Cece gets targeted on the court, her teammates don't stick up for her because they're afraid of what the black community is going to say to them.
Hold on. That might be true, but some of them just some punks, man. They just ain't got the heart. Hey, truth and
things are true. Both things are true.
Yeah, some of
Well,
them.
why did it take Dante, the brown girl, to stand up then?
Some of them ain't got no heart, bro. That we gotta call it what it is, bro. Hey, Jeff, you ready, bro?
Yeah, I'm ready. Courtside, man. Can y'all hear me very well?
We hear you.
Okay. First of all, appreciate you for having me on the panel again. Shout out to PP, Graylin, Patty. I hear the rest of y'all. I'm gonna say this because I kind of agree with a little bit of what PP is saying on some things about Kelsey, but I love Kelsey. I'm gonna say this, and y'all can give y'all's opinion about it. The whole Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell thing, I kind of see it as like the '90s Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. If you knew who the captain of the Power Rangers was, it was the Red Ranger until the Green Ranger showed up. There's going to be a
White
time.
Ranger.
Oh, okay, White Ranger. Okay, but there's going to be a time where the Red Ranger had to understand who the captain of that team was, and he had to step aside. Regardless of how you feel about Kelsey, that's something that Kelsey has to do to understand who's the captain of this team. And I'm gonna talk about the identity of this team. What I believe should have happened when the Fever went down to Iowa and played Brazil. We had a big enough lead to where that Brazil team was basically food. And so what I believe should have happened was I believe that all of the Iowa Hawkeye members of 2024 should have put their jerseys on right with CC and stepped on that court and gave Iowa a complete show to show Indiana what an actual team looks like. Because this team isn't a team. This team, even just my personal opinion, the 2024 Indiana Fever would give the 2025 Indiana Fever that work right now.
I said that.
We have a team that don't know their position. You want to shoot on all cylinders. We don't know what the engine is from the radiator to the catalytic converter to the exhaust pipe. We have a team that don't know what position they play, but we know that Caitlin is the person running this thing. I'm gonna say this, and y'all might not agree with me, but y'all are listening to somebody who believes that Christy Sides should have got a second chance because of how the second half of last year looked. Don't you think she would have knew how to come into this season preparing that team that she had last year? That's what you got to do. You got to learn from your mistakes. Something I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna pass it, courtside. Something that I want to give props to about KTV, Keep the Vision. He did something that I thought that was genius. It's still on his channel. He went to last year's highlights of the Indiana Fever, and he talked about the shot clock and how long it took for last year's offense to get the ball off. Can y'all believe that we got the ball off to where it was about 16, 17 seconds left on that clock? Okay, what are we all seeing this year? We are getting the ball off with, thank you. We are getting the ball off, and the average time on the clock is like 12 seconds left to about 7 seconds. That's a slow
That's what
motion
Cece said.
offense.
She did what White wanted.
I mean, boy.
Hey, I agree with you. I seen that too. We talked about it on the live the other day too when Drizzy did when Keep the Vision did that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And he was
Graylin Clark, I seen your email, bro. You right. I got you, bro. Matter of fact, I can make you one too. Hey, Truth and Consequences, what up, man?
What's going on, man?
What you got, man?
Well, I've been
over here. I don't censor nobody, bro. I don't censor nobody, bro. I don't kick nobody out. I don't block nobody. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Whatever your
I've
opinion is, your opinion. Just keep it respectful, bro.
no. It's cool. I've been saying it the whole year. The problem is the slow down basketball. Stephanie White asked I to get up out of here because the slow down basketball is disrupting CC's rhythm.
I agree.
And that's the whole problem. That's the whole problem.
Preach.
Stephanie White, all these old heads got to get up out of here.
I agree with you, man.
Exactly.
Church.
This team, I think this team needs to be, some of y'all might agree with me, but I think we need to see some new faces on this team after the CBA deal. And I'm not talking about veterans. I'm talking about rookie fresh legs. It is tearing me up to watch these Indiana Fever games right now, looking at Michaela Timpson rotting on the bench. And then you put in Brianna Turner, who is a defensive weapon and not an offensive weapon. This is all about accountability, y'all. All about accountability. Oh my goodness.
We have that on our team though, bro. I know you're talking about next year, but I still want to fix this year. You know what I'm saying? And in order
this year isn't done with, courtside. This year is not over with.
Bro, but they got listen, man. Y'all watch football, right? A lot of y'all watch football.
You know I'm a Cowboys fan.
Okay, cool. I said this example the other day. A couple years ago, Bill Belichick, one of the all-time greats, some got him as the best coach all time. Whether you disagree or agree, he up there. This dude wanted to get rid of Tom Brady. The owner told him, hell no, you can go. So my point of saying that is, up top got to tell Stephanie, look, man, we brought CC over here to be CC. You all this shit you doing, hey, maybe you wasn't right for the job. And if you ain't right for the job, let us know, man. While we're still early, we can get you the hell up out of here, man.
Courtside. Hold on. Courtside. We just went through that, baby. We just went through that with sides. I don't know. You can't get it wrong twice. You can't get it. I'm not gonna say it's impossible because nothing's impossible. How do you get it wrong twice?
Hey, well, call sides, man, and tell her you made a mistake.
No. Don't get me wrong. She did what's the name. It's her first half of the season. What she got to take accountability for. It's her first half. She did that. Yeah, she didn't want to let Caitlin.
Second half was pretty bad too with her bad timeout calling.
Yeah. Hey, bro, listen. This is what I think.
How they gonna bring somebody else in after we just got the last one fired?
I don't know, man. Bring somebody in that CC familiar with. Then listen, bro. This is what I know.
Not Christy Slides though. Her game management was horrible.
I understand that.
Hey, you always get on me, courtside, but you just said bring somebody in that CC's familiar with. She was hella familiar with Stephanie White, and that's why you guys loved her.
Hey, bro, but I got
bring in Mark Jackson or Mike D'Antoni. That's what I wanted.
I got it right. No, I don't want no Mike D'Antoni though. He don't play no D. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
well, don't you want to run and gun?
I want defense too, though, bro.
That's the guy who went to the finals with run and gun. Steve Nash, Dan Marlowe.
Who was that, PP?
If I had a choice, bro, I said this multiple times over here, bro. I go get Mark Jackson, bro. He know how to deal with shooters. He's the one responsible for Steph Curry, whether y'all know it or not. It ain't Steve Nash, man.
Right.
Get Mark Jackson, bro. You know what I'm saying? You need somebody to know how to use CC, bro. You know what I mean? Because I think her talent under Stephanie White, her talents is gonna get diminished.
Man, listen, I like Mark Jackson.
But just get Larry Bird then.
Yeah, Mark Jackson will fuck around and pull out a Bible on the court, and everybody turns into vampires from dusk till dawn.
I don't care what he do, long as he get this team right, man. I don't care what he do. Long as he get this team right, bro.
I think he would be good. I think he would be good.
Stephanie White. The difference between Stephanie White and Sides realized what she had the second half of the season. White is gonna be stubborn as shit, bro. She gonna be stubborn, bro. White is like, bro. She want to run this Utah Jazz, San Antonio Popovich offense, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Well, she said that from the get go, and you're already seeing that.
But they knew. They knew.
Exactly.
I just posted in the chat. She was 46 and 83 at Vanderbilt. In her conference, she was 13 and 55. This was a nostalgia hire. Let's run it back to the past and bring in Stephanie White and feel good and everybody kumbaya.
Bruh,
You know, and say we
I
won it.
got a right to change my mind, man.
Nostalgia hire. I like that. Nostalgia hire. You're right.
That's what she was.
They
She
was
was a nostalgia hire.
They was bringing her home. Somebody said White took Indy to the championship, and I don't disagree. But it was because that's the talent she had on that team. CC don't fit that mold. Like.
Hey, she was an assistant coach, though. Don't get it wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
That's
She
true.
was an assistant. Yep.
But my whole thing is, y'all are listening to somebody who believes Christy Sides should have got a second chance. Should have gotten another chance to prove where she could take that team after she learned from her mistakes, and then just to completely get
Nah,
rid of
I
everything.
disagree, though, because we were told that she lost the locker room. And once
Wait
you
a
lose
minute.
those girls, they won't respect you for shit.
They didn't respect her. Yeah, they didn't respect her. And as a matter of fact, I don't think it was
had
nice
no
that
respect
turned
for,
her around.
for
I think
Christy
they just
Side.
started saying "fuck," excuse my language. I think they just started saying "screw sides." And
Clark was the first one to turn on her, though.
That's exactly what they did in the second half of the season.
Right? I think
But
they
I
just
know-
tuned her out.
Clark and Kelsey basically said,
Stacy made a good comment. She said,
"Play our game."
You guys are talking about stuff that can't be changed. So let's go like this. Stephanie ain't going nowhere. I know she messing up. I get it. She ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So what can the Indiana Fever do to change around this season? Because Stephanie gonna be here, so let's not even. I kind of agree with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can we do to change around this season?
Okay.
Hold on, let 6'8" go because he just jumped in. 6'8", you there?
Yeah, you got me.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. What can we do this season to turn the season around?
All right, I got disconnected before, and we were talking about you know, basically the mindset of players on her team.
Okay, go ahead.
And the mindset of her and how it's undermining the team.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't necessarily think that's the case. I know that these are professionals, so when they're on the court, they try to play the game they play. And for somebody like Clark, who is arguably the GOAT of this league, I may not believe that, but that's not a discussion for now. But a player that's supposed to be the GOAT knows that when they make a mistake or a pass, a turnover doesn't work out, they don't look at that play and say to themselves, what's wrong with that player? That player is screwing me over. That player is undermining our team and our success. A GOAT looks at that play and decides, what can I do when I make that same setup to make that player successful? And I think that's the mindset that Clark has, and that they live in a different world than we live. And all these petty things that we talk about and the issues that we see and that we blow up and amplify through social media, through content creation, is a completely different world from what they live in. And real players, real leaders conduct themselves on the floor like that. And if people want to argue that she's the GOAT, then we have to realize that some of the things that she does when she's out there is not translating to overall success in the long run. So as far as being successful for the rest of the year, can they make the playoffs? Yes, they can. I'm not going to say they can't. Can they be successful in the playoffs? Maybe. Because there are two different levels in this league right now. There are top tiers, and then there's the middle and the bottom. And the parity between the middle and the bottom is way closer than the parity between the top tier and that middle and bottom tier. So they can make it to the playoffs in that middle tier because there's not a lot of teams in the league. But when it comes to breaking through into that top tier, right now the makeup, the mindset that they seem to be playing with, and more importantly, the execution that they're doing on the court isn't going to get them through that top tier.
Yeah, I don't think it's even the players. I think I agree with you. I think it's the mindset. Like, I agree with you because we got players on the bench like Timpson ain't playing. So I agree with you, man. I think it's the mindset.
Right.
Man. You know
Right.
what I mean?
She's not gonna play.
Courtside. Can I speak about the mindset?
Go ahead.
Okay. What does Stephanie White and his team need to do? If y'all haven't already seen it, I encourage everybody to go look at Dwayne Wade's podcast. He had Coach Natalie Nakase on there, who's coaching the Golden State Valkyries. And most people had the Valkyries being a bottom tier team, but we all see how they're playing. And so I had to see the mindset of Natalie Nakase to see why this team is playing the way that they are. What came out of Natalie's mouth? She said, I had to make sure that my teammates were mentally there and they had to prioritize this team. I had to make sure I had a bunch of warriors on this team, a bunch of people who wanted to be here and wanted to be an actual team and knew their role on the court and fight. And she was given
But
5
how are we
years to
gonna do
take this
that
team
with our
somewhere.
head coach not being completely there though? She's not
That
mentally
that
checked
was
in.
that was my point, Patty. That was my point because I was going to switch it to what Stephanie White needs to do. We have a Dewana Bonner who's having personal issues. We're having a Stephanie White who's having personal issues. Whatever other issues that everybody else has off the court, what does Stephanie White need to do? She needs to check in. She needs to figure out, is this team full of warriors or not? If we don't have the mindset that we're the Indiana Fever, that what we prioritize, staying off of social media, fighting for every bucket. If that's not our mindset, this team is going to be completely different in 2026. And if it is not, then I know there's a lot of self sabotage.
Cool. Hey, check this out right here. I heard the NBA final just started. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna end this with this question right here. I mean, not this question, but this statement. I want to get how you guys feel about this. Tozer. Clark is 23 years old. She still has 2 years away from her prime starting. What do you guys feel about that? Do you agree? I know it was. It's a fact.
Agree. I mean, I don't know if I would agree. Yeah, she could be 2 years from being the best player in the league, but she could be 2 years away from being pretty much the player that she is. You know, like what I mean, the changes that she needs to make aren't necessarily going to give her 40, 50 points a game, but it could put her back in the place where she should be, a successful scorer that's a threat on the court. But my issue is always going to be, what is she doing on the other side of the ball? What is the team doing on the other side of the ball? How are they dealing with the opposition in transition? What are they doing to stop this team? Because you can score. You always have the advantage when you have the ball. You are the fucking driver. But what are you doing when you don't have the ball?
Yep, I got you, man. We just go. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to end on that question. Whatever you guys want to talk about based on, we about to end it. So whatever you guys want to sum it up, we're going to go around the panel.
I just want to add something to what he said. He's absolutely right. I agree because look, you can score 100 points. Fantastic. But if you're giving up 120, you're going to lose every time. And the problem that we're seeing here and why this gentleman before me was absolutely right is that when they have off nights shooting, they don't have the defense to keep it close and stop the other team. Even if they keep it close, the other team ends up pulling away because you know the refs aren't going to give you calls. So you know you got to ball out. Okay, but when you have an off shooting night, like for example, Cece had tonight, okay, and Sophie 0 points, and a couple of other players had horrible shooting nights, you're not playing good defense, you're going to lose every time.
There was nothing.
You have
There was
nothing to
nothing.
fall back on.
There was nothing about the officiating in this game or the last game that would say that they had any significant influence over the outcome of it. This was a game.
So then what? Put him in a zone instead of man to man?
These games were determined by the players out there, not by the refs.
I agree. It was a couple of calls that they didn't change the outcome of the game. I agree with that. Now, hold on. I will say, well, I think that's the players' fault too, because the 21 to 8-7.
Asia Wilson went to the line like 7 times in the last 6 minutes. So yeah, it kind of had something to do with it.
Because she's a beast. Because she is a beast. She was not going to be.
She has a favorable whistle.
No way was Wilson going to not.
They always give her a whistle.
Asia Wilson, and Brianna got the best whistle in the whole league, man.
Exactly.
Asia Wilson and Brianna, you can't touch them because that last call that they called for the and one when the game was still close, when Asia Wilson got the and one, man, nobody touched her, bro. You know what I'm saying? Boston went
That's
straight in
one
the air.
call. That's one call. That's one
I
call.
know.
Yeah, as soon as she screams and one, you get the whistle.
But the game was
So
still close.
let me answer that question real quick. I don't know if this is like past everybody, but where's CC gonna be in 2 years? She's already there. She's putting up numbers like Asia and Fee already.
Right. Exactly.
You
Where?
know,
How much
crazy.
higher can she get?
To the gentleman
You know?
who said the referee didn't have anything, the other night the Aces played the Storm. They lost 90-83. The Storm beat them. Asia Wilson had 20 points, and guess what? She was 8 for 13 on free throws. She shot 13 free throws. Without those free throws, she's got 7 points. Let's say you give her half of those, she's got like 12, 13 points. They
How do you get?
prop
How do you
her
get?
up.
How do you get
Please
those?
don't.
How do you get those free throws though? You don't
Yeah,
get
of
those
course.
free throws. You don't get those free throws without making aggression, without putting
Yeah, but she's
yourself.
going to the
without
Brother,
putting
what I'm saying to
yourself
you
in a
is
spot
she's got a
where you
special
have to
whistle.
force the referees to make a call. That's what
Okay,
you're
let me
doing
ask
as an
you this.
offensive
Oh, that
player.
call
Do you
though.
think
You are putting
do
yourself
you think she
in
has
the
a
line
special
of
whistle?
fire to convert, and if you don't convert, you're putting the
Okay,
onus on the referee to make a call.
but
That's
let
what
me ask you something. Do
offenses
you
do.
think she gets
Okay,
a
so with
special
the
whistle? Yes or
referee,
no?
why do they take like 20
Let's
minutes
start here.
and
Let's
she
start here.
still
Hold
gets
on.
that
Let's
special
start.
whistle?
Let's start with a base. Let's get a base ground, bro. Do
Okay,
anybody in here disagree that Asia Wilson got a special whistle? Do we all agree or disagree with that?
I disagree.
125%.
Agree
Okay.
100%. She got a special whistle.
I disagree.
So everybody agrees except one.
How can
Okay,
you
cool.
possibly oh my God, she it's so obvious. Without that special whistle, she doesn't score 1,000 points last season. Okay? If you
She's
So
want
posting
to,
let's
on
see.
Stone Cold numbers.
if you really want to disprove your point that you disagree that she has a special whistle, go rewatch the last 2 games of the regular season last year. They were Vegas versus the Fever, and you will see not only the special whistle that she got, but that her whole team got. Okay,
You realize that these aren't individuals. There's not like 3 referees and that's it. They go to all the games, they referee all the games, and these
yes, and she
have
gets
to
a special
buy.
whistle because
This
they're
is
pushing
a
her as the
crew,
face of the
a
league.
crew of multiple referees from
All
city
the
to
refs
city
up.
that are in
All
the
the refs
room.
Multiple referees
And,
get it wrong. Even
when
every
they
review
make
they do, it's
calls,
like 20 minutes to just
No,
get the wrong
it's
when they
call.
make
Hold
calls,
on.
it's not
when
that they get it wrong. This is a mistake people make. It's not that the refs get it wrong. They get directives from the commissioner. They're pushing Asia as the GOAT
that's
of
just
the league.
conspiracy.
I'm gonna say
Hold
one
on.
last thing.
Stop. I want to address that because he said that's a conspiracy. That's not a conspiracy. You can look that up. Kathy, she had a
Oh
meeting
my
with.
God, you're agreeing with me?
Hold on, no. Hold on, listen. I want to.
Kathy Engelberg.
Hold on. He said it's. Hold on. He said it's a conspiracy. I want to say something. It's not a conspiracy because they said it. They came. She said that they tell the refs how to call the game. Now that's true. You can go. That's fact. You can look that up. Matter of fact.
Yeah, they do. They absolutely tell the refs how to play the game. There is an agreement. The league and the referee and the players associations with the coaches decide the parameters of refereeing, of what the referees do. And not only that, there is an internal system between the referees where they are reviewed between themselves. And they don't want to be, just like players play, you don't want to be the shitty ref. You don't want to be the ref that makes the other refs look like they're crap. So there's already a review process, not only league-wide, but internally among the refs. So I understand that everybody wants to add this conspiracy to everything that happens.
It's not a conspiracy.
These
She
are
gets a special
professionals
whistle.
doing their job. You're
I
saying
don't think.
Well, can we all just agree to look at the numbers? Look at the numbers. Look at how one team gets. Look at how the Fever gets 15 foul calls, and New
You
York
have
got like
no
what 31.
documented proof of
Hold
any
on, I want to
organized
talk.
effort by the
I'm not done yet.
referees
I'm
to
not done yet.
conspire
I'm not
against
done
any
yet.
player.
I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. We gotta look at how Fever got like 15 calls, and New York got 31 calls. Okay, today they didn't get no call. They didn't get no fouls for them in the first half.
Thank you.
Over there, we don't have
This
to.
is
We
what
don't
I
have to do
say to that.
conspiracy.
This
Let's
is what
look
I
at the
say.
numbers.
Hold on real quick, man. Hold on real quick. This is what I say to that. I'm not saying they cheating, but I do know superstars get a special whistle. But Caitlin is a superstar. She don't get that whistle. And I also know that Kathy showed her ass up to the New York Finals last year in a New York dress. I don't think that's a goddamn coincidence.
Of
You know what
course
I'm saying?
it's not.
How is it that you the commissioner on both teams, Minnesota, but why you didn't show up in a Minnesota dress? Now listen, bro.
One more thing.
I don't agree that it's they cheating. I don't know, but I do know some players get special whistle.
No, don't say no. That's lazy. That's lazy courtside fight. Everybody who says sports aren't rigged, that's a conspiracy. Let me tell you something. What the hell do you think a special whistle is? A special whistle, special.
Yeah,
Wait. Let me just make this point. If I'm a special child, that means I'm retarded. That means I'm different from other kids, okay? If you get a special whistle, you know what that means? That's tantamount to game rigging. You are altering the outcome of the game by going out of the normal rules to make certain calls.
Did Jordan get a special whistle? Did Jordan have a special whistle?
Yes.
Yes, he did.
But why? Why did he get a
superstar?
special whistle?
He was the
Because he was
face.
the greatest player of all time, and like we've already
No. He
said,
was the face too. He was the greatest player, but he was the face of the league.
Okay. Let me ask a question.
You just contradicted your own point.
Let me ask a question. So we agree. If we agree that Jordan got a special whistle, and Caitlin Clark bring all this revenue to the league, why don't she get a special whistle?
All right, can I ask you one real quick? Let me ask you real quick.
Go ahead.
Check this out. This is gonna shut everything down. Go to ESP Ben's channel, and he went through the whole season 2024. For anybody who's talking about CC having a special whistle, and he proves the complete opposite. He shows how many times she was flagrantly fouled and no call was made for her. Okay, that's a special whistle in the opposite direction. But again, the tape. The tape tells the tale.
All right, last year, the Fever played Atlanta. I think it was the second to last game. I'm not sure. There was like 2 minutes left in the third period. There was an open court run. Caitlin Clark was chasing down the player. Clear flagrant foul to the person's head. Clearly with her elbow. Clearly to the top of the head. Clearly with nobody in front of the player. She was behind the play. No call. Now, is that a special whistle or is that a missed call?
Damn,
Check
this out. I don't want to. Hey, check this out. I don't want to end this short, but they said he just tore his what? He tore his what? He out for the game. They said he just career. They said Tyrese is done.
Who, Tyrese?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's what you get for doing the choke sign on New York, B.
Hey, nah, man. I don't wish nobody no injury, man. I'm gonna have to. Hey, bro, we're gonna cut this short, man, because they said he hurt. They said he hurt.
Talent creates the special whistle.
Oh, wow.
Hey, man. Hey, I don't mean to cut it short, bro, but I might go live tomorrow. Y'all pull back up. We pick this back up, but I'm gonna go see what's going on with this, man, and watch the rest of the game. Hey, man, I appreciate all y'all for pulling up. Hey, I think 6A Whiskey, this is your first time pulling up, bro. I think but hey, you more than welcome anytime, bro. You know what I'm saying? And all your other ones already done pulled up. Y'all already know what's up.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Hey, over here, bro. You can say what you want to say, bro. We can say whatever.
Yeah, the rest of us are chopped liver.
Hey, I said all y'all, bro. Y'all always pull up. You know what I'm saying? How y'all always pull up? Pete done pulled up.
I appreciate you guys too. I appreciate you guys too. I appreciate
it. Let's go. Peace out, y'all.
Hey, 6A, I don't censor nobody. You can have your own opinion.
Thank you, because if you don't call us out, if you don't shout us out by name, it didn't.
All right, my bad. Greatman Clark, salute, man. hey, Patty, hey, Pete, Jeff.
Thank you.
Consequences, bro. I think Truth is your first time pulling up. Salute to you, bro. I'm gonna go watch this thing.
And pray for Caitlin. Pray for Caitlin because she's got early onset Parkinson's.
Man, whatever, bro.
Man, PP is crazy, man.